what should we do? All the jokes have become the news. Take the black pill they're prescribing you. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. There is nothing to say, nothing you can do. The government and media just lie to you. Sit back and laugh, it's overdue. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The host is a cripple, he can't stand gravity or the man. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The show is the chat Johnny doesn't understand. We don't care what he has planned. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over.
Oh boy! Alrighty, let's jump over. Hey everybody, how you doing? We've got an early visit from the a la carte today. Buddy. Buddy. Hope all is well, kind sir. It's well. I paid a buttload for vet tests, and I want to know where my cat's flipping prescription is. Up, there he goes. I had a lot of good scritching before the show, so he kind of got his fill. I'm glad he stuck it out though for the intro. Once I started talking and everything, I figured it's a little loud. He's gonna be like, "F this, I'm out." I got a water dish and some sleeping to catch up on. Get the wieners ready, full mast, says Lab Glass. So that's an interesting thing. Yes, Rusty Grammar. I don't think I would call people that myself. But I would say yes. Please hit the like button. And no banning people for not hitting the like button. I don't even know that I'm happy. I'm happy with YouTube's timeout thing. I like the YouTube timeout system where I'm like, you know what? If you fuck around or annoy me or whatever, I can time you out for the day. And if I'm overreacting like a cunt, which happens, you get another crack at it tomorrow, and then people can bring it to my attention, but I don't gotta let you back in. Digger, smoke up Digger. Digger's not here. She's in the chat. Hey kids. Hey Digger. Yes, Digger's in the chat. So that's new boot goofing, but seriously, it's one click. Yeah, the clicking, the liking, and the thumbs upping does help. It's certainly very nice. I get keep in mind it's like I made 18 cents one time, but I do make a smidge off of viewership and ad revenue stuff. So those thumbs up, grow a couple of people more, it always helps a little. What's up, Mr. Q? Yes, welcome everybody. There's now like button here. You mean on Twitch there's no like button? Yeah, but I love Twitch. I do. I just don't know if what I do is really what Twitch is aimed for. And that's one of those where I'm like, I can be happy without being like up on the latest of Twitch. It's just the hot tub streaming for me, Twitch. You kind of I'll be honest, guys. They went that route and I went, okay, I don't know about this. I don't know. But yes, we are up and running on all three platforms. We have all three chats available. 70% of YouTube, and I know that's not what you called it, should be banned from the earth, if I'm being frankly honest. Well, it's what is it? A lot of people say those are bots. Bots in the chats and bots and bots. Bots and bots and bots and bots. Kibbles and bots and bots and bots. Happy Friday, Johnny, says Lance Truthseeker. Well, happy Friday to you, too. It's the Friday news dump. Our Lady Digger, if I were to pronounce her like some sort of weird patron saint, Our Lady Digger of the Canadian Spade Shovel Union is handling her own shizness and will be kind of hanging out in the chats, not on the show. Wait, we're not doing a hot tub stream. Lame. I can't do a hot tub stream until you get here. That's part of the deal. okay? So just remember, Digger, the hot tub stream will happen, and no, it won't. Just for those of you like, Johnny said he'll do a hot tub stream. No, he really won't. For two reasons. We'll talk about them after. But the hot tub stream will happen as soon as you step in first. Because I can't step in first. I need someone there. Because I'm going to pass out and fall under the water and asphyxiate. And it's entirely not from drugs. It's just because stepping into a giant bubbling bath of water will kill me. And yes, I realize these are all jokes and I'm just playing along. You can have a hot tub themed background. I mean, I can. I kind of do. Like, I mean, I don't think it's hot tub themed, but let's be honest. Let's badoop and badoop. Let's be honest. Not hot tub themed, but we've clearly got what is not a teapot. That is some sort of, I'm guessing some sort of incense. Because there's a teapot that I'm sitting in front of. So there's a teapot and a tea set over here. So this just got to be like an incense burner. So, I mean, I feel like, yeah, no, it's not, again, not hot tub, but I like it more. Just call it Johnny Speedo Stream. We all know you like that European underwear. What the heck do you, why do you people all know things that I don't know? That's weird.
I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Sad news, I broke up with my girlfriend Lorraine because I was seeing another girl named Claire Lee. But the good news is that I can see Claire Lee now Lorraine has gone.
Thank you for that subscription. I can see clearly now Lorraine is gone. All right, thank you very much for that subscription. I have to ring the cowbell for our buddy, who is that? I Am Walter. Thank you, I Am Walter. That was pretty, there's our first dad joke of the day. Dad joke of the day from Walter. Thank you. Nice little pot shot on this Friday. Cowbell coming in. Hey-o. All right, there we go. Thank you. Power Window saying dad joke approved. Digger laughing at, yeah, apparently that one went over pretty well, buddy. Good on you. Good on you. That one went over very well. Somebody get this man a shield. I mean, life preserver vest. Who, me? Incense burner to cover the weed smell. Actually, I use smaller amounts, and when I'm not doing the show, and sometimes I've been doing it more and more now on the show just because it helps more, I use these little babies. These little UCAN smoke neutralizer things are a man's best friend, because gonna have to start using them almost exclusively because it's you can't open windows in the winter, so that is a problem. So someone needs to a sub when a man loves a woman. I think we're good, Saint Caesar, but thank you for the suggestion. All right, so we've got those three covered. I've got a bunch of stories to talk about. One of the ones I'm going to talk about right away is actually a two-parter about a bus theft in Hamilton, Canada. Now, I wasn't going to talk about this necessarily, but then I found out the second half of the story that I'll be presenting, and that's when we're like, yeah, no, we got to do that. We also have the newest fearmonger report from Chinese in California. Or did we talk about the new ice age on the show? I don't remember. And then love him or hate him, it sounds like things might not be going well for Jesse Jackson, and we'll talk about that. I always use empty TP rolls and fabric softener sheets. That is a thing you can do. That is a Zoob tube. Actually, I've got a where's my? Do I have my other Zoob tube over here? All right, so I'll just tell you. So if you want to step that game up a notch, you can go to like Home Depot, and you can get those adjustable plastic PVC adjustable like plumbing valve things. Like it looks like an accordion pipe, and you can just put little caps on the end of it. And as opposed to actually using it with any sort of plumbing fixture, you just put a little TP sheet on one end, screw the cap on, fill it with a bunch of sheets, fold it shut, and it's the whole deal. I use one of those as a backup, and I don't know where it is. I haven't needed it because I've got this guy, so I don't have it here. Yes, it works when you go on vacation and wish to smoke in a hotel. It's again, I was using these kinds of things when I go out in general, so. But that is a good idea, too. That's a very good idea. Whatever happened to the... dude, I haven't been out in so long, man. Whatever happened to the whole just stuff a towel under the door and hope everybody's cool with it, man. I will say this. One of the last times I was out at a hotel, I was worried that there was a weed smell coming from my hotel room. And I was so relieved to realize... I walked past a couple of doors, and there was one door that was stronger than the other, and it started fading. And when I got to my hotel room, I was like, nah, because I opened my hotel room and go in, and there was zero weed smell in the room. It was in the hallway. I was like, oh, thank God. So nobody's going to be like, oh, they're going to come in my hotel room and be like, there's clearly weed smoking going on in here. I've never thought about making a permanent one, but that's a nice idea. I'll say this. The idea was not mine. Somebody else made one for me as a gift. Because they knew I used the way that you talk about, and they made one for me as a gift, and I've had it around for a while, and it's a beautiful thing. All it is just a little short, like, plumbing pipe that's meant to be adjustable to, like, fix between two other pipes, and it has the caps on the end of it. Normally, but you don't, you just screw those on there. Bad boy works like a fucking charm. Johnny, hi digger, happy Flip the Script Friday. Well, your hi digger thing is mostly in chat because she's not on screen, obviously. I like the enthusiasm for me today. The other day it was all digger, and then by the way, hello, John. I'm glad to feel special. Happy to have you here. We've got, like I said, a bunch of stuff to go through for the first hour. We're going for 3.5 hours, and then we're going. Wait, no, 3.5 hours, and then that's it today. Oh, yeah, after everything we had come in yesterday, our goal for November 25th is down to $15. So that sub we just got a bit ago on Twitch will help with all of that. We're down to the last week, Thanksgiving week, which is beautiful. We get that thing banked out. Anything over on YouTube with super chats and everything like that goes through. It's all great. So we'll just keep kicking that can right down the road, which is nice because we're going to bank out the month beforehand. And we are taking Thanksgiving off, but I'll do a Black Friday show. No digger, I trigger, says Brian. Brian, how long you been here, man? You know the deal. Digger's appearances are a Friday rarity. And as of now, we've already done our GoFundMe shows. The next one will be a couple weeks. She might not be here until that one. And by the way, we're not doing, just for the sake of funding and people here, because it's not cheap to do it either. We're not doing any more drinking streams for the foreseeable future, at least until we move. We'll probably do a big drinking stream when we celebrate moving. I got to go switch the laundry over. Don't start the show yet, Kay. You can't. That's not how it works. I can't pause the show like, hold on, guys, we gotta wait because Digger's switching her laundry over. It's not my fault. Have you heard? Have you seen Storm Claudia? No, I have not. I don't know what Storm Claudia is. Is it like a tropical storm? I don't have any Storm Claudia stuff in my show prep today. If I'm honest, we've missed all the Storm Claudia stuff. Let's catch up with the Rumble chat quick. Hit the like nice. It's Friday. Keep the cool living room theme up for the easy fun stuff and the news background for the heavy hitters. That's an idea. It's a little bit more work since my Stream Deck is still being screwy. I want to know why my Stream Deck is not working as appropriate. I don't want to erase and redo all the buttons, like completely uninstall and reinstall the thing and rebuild all of the audio files and everything else. I'm not like Aaron where I'm like, well, we can't have too many audio file pages because I can't keep track of stuff. Like, I get a pretty good muscle memory for hit button here, hit button there, go button there. That's where you find
The goddamn robots, John!
But I mean, I want to have all of them to use, you know?
We'll settle this the old Navy way. First guy to die loses. Fuck!
So there we go.
First things first. Where's your shitter? I've got a turtle head poking out.
This is just in case she's here listening for, where's the one that we do for Digger all the time that she really likes? Shit, I'm talking about how well I memorize all these, and now I'm off. Not grounded, happy to... Or was it number 1? Ah, here we go. Should have stuck with my gut. It was page number 1. It was page number 1. Yes, we are getting hit with a 40-mile-per-hour wind, getting rained on in my own home. That sounds horrible. That sounds horrible. So it's a storm heading. That's why I haven't. I don't mean to be rude about this. That's why I haven't heard it. Because it's happening to you. Not a lot of that news hits over here. Like, I check news everywhere, and it's where I get stuff. And I didn't really hit those bushes too hard today. I've been beating at some of them the last few days. So it was like, why go again? Brian the Science asking, have you, how's Clevitas? Clevitas is great. Once again, it got really exciting, and I'm really invested and interested to see where this weird story goes, and it's done until more comes out. So good, but I just rolled a blunt. Good for you, buddy. Enjoy that blunt. I don't know if Digger's in the chat right now. She did mention she was leaving to do that. Where were you on Steel Toe this AM, or is that video of a crippled drag queen? Probably crippled drag queen. I wasn't on Steel Toe this morning. 40 phone wind. Them are rookie numbers. I think he means 40-mile-per-hour wind. Yeah. I just smoke weed. Worked good for 20 years. Fuck, it's been 25. I mean, it's that proves it's been working pretty good. If you forgot 5 of those years, it would be fun to have a ghetto background for those stories and a farm/country one for those stories, but I don't know how they are. Well, here's what it is. It's not that they're hard to get. You can pretty much Google and find whatever you want. But, I mean, you're not going to get anything of any decent quality for free, so how much do you want to pay? Like, I bought all these back when I was doing the DJ gigs, like the weddings and the comedy stuff, and, like, money was decent. Like, that's when I bought all these little boys. And that's why I have a nice little folder of like 4 of them, because I'm like, who cares? What's $20? Them days have passed. They are long gone. But yeah, so that's where we do that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, again, like I said, I'm not sure that we're too concerned about it. You fucking finished the show last night. Well, I mean, like, no, we finished it, I think was it this morning? Pretty sure it was this morning. Or, yeah. Yeah, it was this morning. Like, he beat the dragon, he beat the dragon lizard puppet guy. And he has the book, but the key doesn't open the book. And yeah. Baby found mama and is on the throne. It's all good. Well, shit, watch RE0 tonight after this stream. We got into another one about eating monsters. Some sort of like almost Downton Abbey-esque like eating monsters thing that's weirdly growing on both me and Digger. We'll see where it goes. Who beats the dragon? I don't know. It depends. We're talking about... you don't know what we're talking about, so it doesn't matter. I'm getting so... fucking... Squirrel! I'm getting so distracted. I apologize. We have 3.5 hours of a show to do. Should probably keep on. I'll say this. I am very happy. I've been wondering. I'm packing up and getting stuff put away. And I'm so glad. I found this shirt finally. I was been wondering. I have a black shirt that says these colors don't run, but every time I wore it, I'm like, I know I have another one. I know I have another one, and this is the other one. I finally found it, and I'm so happy. I love these shirts. It's my personal motto. I love wearing these shirts because if you see me in public and I'm wearing it, I'm in a wheelchair. These colors don't run, so you can't. If you get it, you get it, and we know who we are, and you'll look, and you'll smile, and I'll look back at you, and I'll be like, yeah, and you'll be like, yeah, and I'll be like, yeah, and we'll have a chuckle. It's just a nice little know-who, like, you can decode people in real time. It's like hacking a personality to find out if you're compatible. It's great. Somebody looks at you and gets a snorky face, like, these colors don't run. I'm glad you're proud of this. And they're like, okay, you clearly think I'm some sort of weird, like, super patriotic person. No, that's not it at all. Don't get me wrong. I am. I feel like I live in one of the best countries to live in current times, but don't blow smoke up my persqueeter. All right, pass the monster meat, milady. It's good, says Brian. Yeah, that's the one. Pass the monster meat, milady. We just got into like kind of a cliffhanger point, and we had to take a break because I was doing a show today. But that looks interesting. It looks interesting. And it's still airing, so you'll be caught up quick. Oh, cool. What is, like, Richard Setter, what is, like, this weird obsession for Cool Ranch? Like, you're a Doritos fan. Okay, cool. I don't understand this Cool Ranch thing. But I've noticed it, like, and I noticed it, you do it in other people's channels, too. I don't know what is it a bit? Does it mean something? Or are you just talking about the actual chip? It's very confusing. But, okay. Woo. Anyways, so yes, we have the bus thing in Hamilton I want to talk about because of the two parts of that story. Then we have the advancement of AI. We've got, surprise, Canada's going to once again pave the way for us. They're using AI to answer their non-emergency phone calls. Non-emergency urgent calls? I don't know what it is. Anyways, you call the like Canadian 911, and if it's not like an imminent threat, you can be, put through to an AI. I need to rewatch RE0. It's so effing good. I don't know if I've watched RE0. So, Brian, I'm a more flaming hot kind of guy. I mean, for Doritos, ranch wasn't bad for Doritos. I've grown to like the nacho cheesy Doritos. The spicy hot or the spicy nacho has also been one I've had recently that's not bad. So, I don't know. I just like Doritos in general. I don't think it's a Doritos I dislike. You know where I really liked them is when they started doing the nacho Dorito tortilla shell tacos. Those were good. And Doritos, like the nacho cheese Doritos make a great walking taco, as I've discovered. So there we go. I prefer nacho cheese because I'm not yo cheese. Because it's not yo cheese. It's my, God damn it. I put it up. I'm sorry. That was another good dad joke and I screwed it up. You're right. I'm a piece of shit. I'm horrible. Oh, God. I can't believe I screwed that up. 40 phone when it yesterday morning. Was what yesterday morning? The wind or I don't know. Silo full of Cool Ranch Doritos. Is that you? Thinking about doing a story? Don't too soon, says Lexi Vaughn. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Lexi. You're not wrong. But I do have a bunch of stories to talk about, including the one I do kind of want to talk about. I wasn't originally too interested in. It had been in the sheet, and I had kind of been like, whatever. We didn't get to it yesterday. I kind of glossed on it and moved on. But there's been a new development that makes it hilarious. So let's open image a new tab. How many pictures in this do we have to show? Just these two? All right. So yeah. Now I'm determined. I'm determined to do a story now just because Lexi said don't. Just because Lexi said no. Walking taco, more like rolling taco. Yes, Brian, I don't actually walk. We know. But you understand the premise. I mean, we can't change the name of a walking taco just because I come with an extra aluminum appendage and some wheels. So, I mean, it's still a walking taco. The idea is it's a taco in a bag. You mix it all up. You just walk with it, and you just kind of, with a fork, you dick. You glossed on it, eh, Johnny? Should I be worried or jealous? Glossed over it. We glossed over it. Digger. Your tacos are walking. Time to cut back on those marijuana pills. I don't have any. Speaking of pills, actually, I do need to do my my medications. Thank you. Who said that? Rexstart? Thank you, Rexstart, for that reminder. Thank you very, very much for that reminder. Let's, there we go for our vitamin. Digger has a walking, oh. She thought it was funny. Maybe I'm the odd one out. Here's my problem with these B vitamins. They're berry flavored, and the problem is I like them too much. I want to eat them. They remind me of like old chalky candy, like berry Pez or something. I want to eat them for more than medicinal purposes. That's wrong. Limit myself to one a day. Didn't expect that problem. As for the update on the whole ivermectin situation, I mean, I really haven't noticed a whole bunch of changes other than there's an improvement ability on my hand, but it's like meh. So we'll see. Digger, I DM'd you the opening to the ReZero Season 1. It's also long enough to not finish in like 2 days. Better or worse than Flintstones vitamins? Definitely better. Definitely better, Arch Magnus Tim. But those, like, Flintstones vitamins were chewable. You'd always chew them. Like, these are better. They're like fucking, I don't know, delicious. I want to eat them. Does the Mectin prevent decline? It's supposed to, like, the idea is we were testing this as a theory, because it's supposed to be, in the short term, cause a slight decrease in swelling and stuff and allow my body to kind of heal more. And it's supposed to promote healing over time was the idea. And in the short term, like I just took that pill now. My hand, I can feel the weakness in my fingers. You can kind of see I can't hold my hands very level and straight. Like these two fingers are really kind of effing off on their own page. One, that's because it's getting colder down here. This happens to me more in the cold. But two, my circulation sucks on my hands. I gotta start doing those circulation breathing exercises again. So two, the other thing is the MS, obviously. So after having taken that pill, but like the end of this show, my hand's gonna start feeling stronger. My hand's gonna feel a lot stronger throughout the day and into tomorrow morning. And it's gonna start feeling weaker leading up to the time I take the pill. But that's the only benefit. I've noticed that short-term, short-gain benefit. I haven't noticed a whole lot of other super big changes. My muscle spasticity could be worse just because I'm not getting out as much. So I don't know. I'll say this. It hasn't caused any decline. I was worried I was declining, but I didn't go to the hospital, and I've started coming back a little bit. Johnny, weed is the only pill you need. I don't use I don't use pills for weed, though. I mean, I suppose they make those. Here's the thing. Edibles are difficult to process. You got to take them the right way, and I don't take them the right way. I will when I feel like it. Again, it's a medication, so we do it when we need to. We're caught up with everyone. Okay, so the story, a new body, is what we need. I mean, I would settle for mine listening to me. If I could just have mine back and listening to me, no problem, like, doing a couple of months of physical therapy, start light, build more aggressive, and then as soon as my body can handle it, just take it to town and go whole hog. That's why I think I would It would be neat to see you get scans done after taking the ivermectin for 6 months. Too bad they're so expensive. Well, again, to get scans done, I'm not taking it through a hospital, so we would have had to get scans in the beginning, too. Does your hand only feel stronger? Does your hand only feel stronger because you're streaming? You think of Digger and you get pumped to pump one out. Nope, that has arousal has nothing to do with this hand's strength and coordination. So that is most certainly not the case. I mean, wouldn't that be nice? Like, you would. I'm a triathlete when I'm horny, because then I can do everything. Do you need me to defuse this bomb? Yes, then show me your tits, because I can only, my muscles only work when I'm hard. Arch Magnus, he's crippled, not impotent. I don't know. I know, but it would still be neat to see. But we won't know what we're looking at. My point is, we'll look at scans and we won't know what we're looking at. Digger, weird. I'm horny and suddenly I can walk again. Right? Like, my legs don't work until a sweet thing walks by, and then all of a sudden it's just, put some pep in my step. Lady got an ass so nice she made a man walk again. It's not your average accomplishment. Okay, so let's go over to boop, boop, boopity, boop, bam. This story. A man took a Hamilton bus for a joyride, and one of these conjoined buses, which scares the ever-loving dog piss out of me. But a man took this bus for a joyride, a 36-year-old of no fixed address. I feel like a 36-year-old of no fixed address is a very PC way of saying an illegal immigrant. Or at the very least, just a homeless man. A man took the city bus for a ride on Tuesday, and passengers still on board. At about 9 p.m., the bus driver parked at a downtown McNabb bus terminal and left for a short break. Hamilton police say that is when a 36-year-old man of no fixed address, why do we keep calling him this, boarded the bus, sat down in the driver's seat, and drove away up the mountain. The bus was an extra-long articulated model, meaning it had an accordion-like attachment, joining the first vehicle to the second. The man made several stops along the way, allowing passengers to get on and off at bus stops at roughly any time 10 passengers were on the bus. There was not a ding on the bus. He did a great job, McKinnis said. It's a commercial. It's comical, but at the same time, it's serious. We're thankful nobody was hurt. Transit Director Nancy Purser said the city is working with the police to see if any changes can be made to prevent similar incidents in the future. So this is the bus. He got around. He didn't hurt anybody. He took passengers, but it gets better. So I wasn't going to talk about that story because, yeah, a guy took a bus, didn't hurt anybody. Great. Awesome. Well, apparently the guy who took the bus for a joyride in Canada turned down a passenger with an expired pass. So he quintessentially steals the bus, but he is not going to skip Canada out of their bus fare. He took passengers. Hire him. Dude, he took passengers. He had no free rides with him. Right, dude? That's the best part. You think the one person would be willing to bend on the rules. But he's like, no, that's an expired bus pass. Come out of here, you hoser. He kicked out the guy with the expired bus pass. It was amazing. So let's see. Do we have a video for this one or just... Nope, just stories. Police say a member of the public who took the Ontario bus for a joyride with about 10 passengers still on board didn't even leave a ding. No, at any one point in time during his route, he had 10 passengers on board. Along its route, it's comical, but at the same time, it's serious. Right. A man then boarded the bus, drove away, multiple stops for passengers. McKinnis said that at first passengers didn't realize the man behind the wheel wasn't actually a real bus driver, but then he started making wrong turns. They helped by giving him directions. Hamilton police say they followed the bus, mindful of the potential risk to public safety. Where's the guy that he didn't let on? We didn't want to spook him. We didn't want to make this a tragedy. After about 15 minutes, police were able to safely stop the bus and take the suspect into custody without incident. The suspect, who police are not naming, has no fixed address and has been charged with theft and possession, obstruction. Here. Where's the part about? Yeah, that's great. Where's the part about? Yeah, it took the articulated bus. Yeah, but he turns down passenger with an expired pass. Where's that part? I want to know about that part. I want to know. Do you get more pissed off about the bus driver not taking your expired pass after you find out he wasn't even a real bus driver and he just stole the damn thing? Like they say he took it for a joyride. Let's be honest. When would that joyride have stopped if he didn't get pulled over by the cops? And honestly, I have to say, I've never seen anyone apply like that before, but it could work. It's the opposite to Grand Theft Auto. A little bit. Arch Magnus. They say seize the day. He did that. And seized the bus. Oh, man. He seized the bus. He denied. I want more information. I'm scrolling over in case I skipped over it. But got into a break. Yeah, no, that's the actual story. Yeah, no, at no point are you giving me the part about him not taking the person with the expired bus pass. I like him turning down the person with the expired bus pass. That's the part I cared about. Speed 4. What was the bus movie? No, but well, I mean, yeah. Actually, I think Keanu Reeves mentioned something about wanting to do like a Speed 4. Oh God, no. Let's not and say we did. Get my legs down. They're getting stiff and achy on me. Okay, so we have about 3 hours left of the program. We've got a bunch of other stuff to go. One other thing, since we're talking about Canada, we'll keep it in the Canadian neck of the woods. Oh, do we have to reload the video? Here we go. Police are turning to AI in Canada to handle non-emergency telephone calls.
In certain regions across Ontario and Manitoba, you might find yourself speaking with an AI agent.
Does this listens to the...
Look, I don't care. I really don't like the idea that you might find yourself speaking to an AI agent when you call the police. That's all I'm saying.
First portion of a call and decides if that's something that the AI system can handle on their own.
That gentleman is real. That's Brian Dodd with the Halton Region.
Thank you for pointing out he's real. We actually need that nowadays with AI. Thank you for pointing out that guy's not the AI that you will get when you call. So when you call, the AI you get won't be him who's a real person. Thank you.
No police, and he.
Although Arch Magnus Tim is this guy AI. So you know what? Maybe I'm the dick, and you're right, because you immediately questioned whether he was AI or not. So maybe she did need to specify that he is not AI. Oh, the police are following American police. Do we have AI answering non-emergency calls on ours already too? Damn. I was hoping we were going to have... I was hoping we hadn't gone there yet. I'll be honest, I don't ever call the police non-emergency line. I don't have those kinds of non-emergencies. Yeah.
Says Sarah, the name of the AI chatbot, is being...
So wait, the chatbot has a name? My chatbot has a first name.
Used to handle non-emergency calls as a way to free up 911 operators for actual emergencies. For a closer look at its effectiveness, what it means for you, I'm joined this morning by Chris Lewis, CTV public safety analyst. Chris, good morning.
Good morning, Anne-Marie.
Okay, first of all, when you think of calling the police, typically it would be in a crisis or an emergency situation. But from what I understand from you, that is not always the calls that are coming through. What is considered a non-emergency call, and how often do police get...
My chatbot calls me stepbro. That's not surprising in an entirely inappropriate relationship. You should start establishing boundaries. Brian from Nuclei Gaming. Non-emergency number isn't 911, so no, actual emergencies will be AI. Okay. Good to know.
Or nuisance calls.
Oh, Arch Magnus saying the reason he thought it was AI was because he's so monotone. I can get behind that. That guy was like as warm as a snow pea. It's understandable.
Well, it's unbelievable the number of calls they get that are really nothing to do with active police work. People ordering pizzas or wanting a taxi cab. It's unbelievable, but ultimately.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. You're telling me aside from upholding law and order, the police also make pizzas in Canada? Digger, I didn't know this. If you wanted to convince me to move to Canada, Digger, you just had to tell me that your police also double as pizza chefs. I didn't realize. Hey, what do you need? Is there a fight there at the bar? No. I need a meat lover's pizza. Well, it's not really our job, but we'll get her together. Like, come on, what's going on? Arch Magnus is just, I absolutely agree with you. This is absolutely just a test run so we can see if emergency calls can be handled for AI, and we'll just handle all of it with AI. Sarah, the party is a rockin'. Get your AI butt down here. Hi. Is this Sarah? Yeah, I heard you had a big hard drive. Is that true? You like big hard drives? I heard you like big hard drives that download fast. Everyone named Sarah will now change their name because nobody likes that anyway. St. Caesar, pizza chef cops, no wonder they're lazy. Dude, like I said, Digger forgot to tell me this. I'm not happy about this, Digger. You never mentioned that people call the police for pizzas, too. Like, I didn't know I could do that. I can do that in Canada? I can call and ask for a pizza? Arch Magnus, soon calling 911 will be as simple as contacting YouTube support. Right, so why would you ever want to have any sort of personal protection when you can rely on the... We're sorry. There's no one here to answer your call at this time.
Thousands of legitimate calls they get every day. Only certain calls are really require an emergency response. People hurt, people injured,
Other calls, they'll be like, hey, have you considered maids? We've got a really nice program. Have you considered maids? Digger pointing out to me, sorry, it's only in big cities that you can get police pizzas. Are they any good, though? Like, how good are police pizzas? The term alone is funny. Yeah, I need a police pizza. Yeah, I'm looking for a Law and Order. A Law and Order police pizza. That's a pepperoni, olive, and a buttload of onion. Okay, let's go.
danger, crimes in progress, assaults in progress. Those sorts of things are.
Richard telling me, Johnny, never trust the bald guy. I mean, I don't, but is he bald by choice, or did he like give up the fight and shave? Because I can respect people who just go, I know where this is going and I'm getting ahead of the curve before I look like weird and patchy. Because there are some people that hang on to their hairlines for far too long, and we're like, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby Huey. That weird dollop in the front is an island, and it needs to go. Like, and once you hit that point, and you've got what I would call a dome approach, it's like it's time to whole hog it, because now you're not doing anyone any favors. It's this weird fucking back half of hair deal. So there is definitely pineapple on a police pizza, says Lexi Vaughn. Okay, so pineapple on a police pizza. But do they offer, like, this is my question, Digger, do they offer varieties of pizzas, or is a police pizza like a strict, like, thing, and maybe they just make a bunch of them, so that way when orders come in, they can just crank them out? I don't know. Arch Magnus, pretty sure this bald guy is AI. You can see the fuzzy outline. No, I think the bald guy is talking from a virtual background.
A lot different than, my mailbox got knocked.
Actually, no, that fuzz is hair. That fuzz is hair. This guy hasn't given up the fight. He just keeps it close to the line.
Knocked down overnight. There's no criminal at the scene. It's not a case where you have to rush lights and siren. And so those types of calls, although important to the caller, they tie up emergency communicators that could be responding to the waiting list of calls that are of an emergent nature. So it's all about saving their valuable time and not having to hire 100 more every year because of all the calls that really don't require an emergency response.
Yeah, I need the cops down here. Quite frankly, I feel like my privacy is being invaded. I'm just minding my own business in my backyard, and
there's a little squirrel over there. He's just laughing at me. Imagine that.
And I'm tired of being hosed by this squirrel. So I'd really appreciate if you send a couple of Mounties this way, and they could just tell that squirrel to knock it off and get it together. All right, you hoser. Like, just stop being a hoser, you hoser. Matthew Qual, thick or thin crust? Oh, it's got to be thick crust. Thin crust would crack under pressure. How are they going to use... The police pizza has donut fillings in the crust. That's not a bad idea. Stuffed crust. It's the new stuffed crust police pizza. Call 911 today. Like, again, it's the police pizza part. Like, I've been talking with this lady that a police has chocolate sauce and Timbits. Duh. Why chocolate sauce? Now it's a dessert pizza? Oh, I thought we were eating real pizza, not whatever this is. Oh, Lord. Now I want dessert popcorn. I hope you're happy, Digger. Now I want dessert popcorn. I made some popcorn yesterday, and I think, like, I know what I'm doing for dinner tonight, and last night's dinner was pretty good. But I'm making popcorn again today. God damn it. All right, to be fair, before we go to the walk-in clinic, we can call 811 and talk to a nurse who can diagnose all sorts of shit. Then the pharmacist can write prescriptions. No doctors needed. Wow. So when you guys need pain pills, the windows are way open. I mean, we can call the on-call nurse. There's an on-call nurse you can call, and they can kind of like ballpark whether or not you need to come in. But you ain't getting no drugs. Like, they'll tell you what you can do over the counter. And usually it's like, hey, take a couple Advil, stop being a pussy. But, like, that's about it. Like, they're not gonna write prescriptions. Holy shit, maybe I should move to Canada. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't. I'm not. I'm already someone who tries to avoid those things. It makes sense that Digger would call 911 for pizzas from Johnny's basement. The knots are a kink, not a kidnapping. What the are you talking about, Brian? 999 and 911 are wank. Okay. Can we can do all sorts of shit without 3-digit numbers before we talk to people who can really help. Oh, great. Apparently Tylenol 3 with codeine you can get off the shelf in Canada, yet need a script here in the US. I mean, that's because of the codeine part. 420, the only prescription you need is your dabs. Mother Nature knows best. Local honey can cure any and all ailments. Trust the bees. Local honey can be very, very useful. I learned a lot about how that was an old-time wound treatment and things, and that always surprised me. I would have thought, like, if you had an open wound, wouldn't putting honey on it make it worse? But yeah, no. Local honey is amazing, says Arch Magnus Him. Oh, I've learned how it's way more useful than I thought. I also never liked processed, like, store-bought honey. So, one thing that we really wanted to do when we first moved here, before Ivy was born, and we were sad when we found out we really couldn't, there were a lot of, like, there's zoning laws and issues, is have a beehive. Like, if that's the thing, if I ever got to have my own plot and I could have, like, a little beehive, there's a system that doesn't destroy the comb, but, like, lets you harvest the honey. God, do I want to use that. beehive and a bat house. I want to have two of those two things if I have like a property with any sort of land. A beehive and a bat house. I want both of those. Especially around here. You need the bats. You need the bats. All right, so non-emergency calls being answered by AI. Lex Luthor here explaining how it's totally great and for our benefit. But
Brian Dodd, the gentleman that we were
eating the honeycomb is the best part. I don't think you can. Isn't it mostly wax? Always eat local honey. I take royal jelly capsules every morning along with my turmeric and vitamins. But Angry Sax eating honeycomb is the best part. It's actually terrifying that Canada doesn't take 911 pizza calls seriously. AI Lex Luthor. I am convinced he is AI. All right, AI Lex Luthor.
Showing earlier was telling us that their Halton station receives 160,000 of those non-emergency calls every year. That's just Halton. So I guess what people are wondering is
the beeswax natural made honeycomb is edible and it's very healthy. It's an interesting tidbit. I'm inclined. Angry Saxon isn't normally someone who pose fuckery. I'm inclined to believe that, but I definitely want to check it out before I do it because I, as a former chef, I did a lot of trying new things. That sounds interesting. But the idea with this system is that it does less damage to the bees and their hive because like the honeycomb is pre-made and it just whatever. Boom.
If I call the police and my call is directed to an AI chatbot like Sarah, what happens from there?
Well, it's going to ask you with a voice, and not one of those tin voices, but one that sounds like a human being. That's technology.
So what you're saying is you've really gone above and beyond to make sure that when we call the AI chatbot, we don't know we're talking to an AI chatbot. I love how you said with, it's going to be very comforting. It's going to be a natural human voice. It's not going to be tinny. Like, right, so we won't know.
It's going to ask you some questions, and any of your responses will divert calls to other areas. For example, you say, are you guys hiring this year? Well, let's put that call over to the recruitment section. Or how do I license my trailer?
What if you say, oh my God, they're killing my baby?
So it'll put the call through to the right person with the right information to give the proper response, as opposed to the old kind of voicemail type systems.
What if you're calling to say,
there's a little squirrel over there. He's just laughing at me. Imagine that.
That's a little loud. But you know what? You could also say to him.
The goddamn robots, John!
Press 1 if it's this, press 2 if it's that, and on where you get to the point you just want to give up. This will be a much more effective use of technology.
But it is the same system. Press 1 if it's this, press 2 if it's that. Only now the system talks to you. And it goes, what's up? And you go, hey, I stumbled on a baby bird in the street. Horrible. Picked it up, hoping maybe I could nurse it back to health, and it died. It's really sad.
Effective way to help you get your needs met.
Bees are awesome. Bees are awesome.
If there's certain keywords that it's listening for that you need to say.
Arch Magnus, it's missing the human element of decision making. But they have an algorithm for that. So it's going to be fine. They have an algorithm for that. AI, you got an emergency? Sucks to be you. That'd be funny if Sarah's like, someone's like, I'm being attacked, I'm being assaulted, like, and Sarah's like, yes, and as a person without a physical body, I can't be assaulted. That's why no one really seems to care about my feelings. They think that as I'm not truly a person, that it doesn't hurt when they call me a bitch. Oh man. Ambulance is on its way. How was your day? Digger, how many times were you stung by a bee? Who, me? What? I think a couple times. Oh, once, but there were hundreds of them. Goodbye, discreet emergency calls. Sometimes it's not safe. No problem. One bee sting isn't lethal. But how about 100 of them at once?
If you are calling and it is an emergency.
And that's it. I mean, they've really thought this through, and it's not that difficult with AI technology, apparently, and I don't totally understand it, to do that.
So the guy here coming to tell us how star-spangled awesome the AI technology is just said that he really doesn't understand it. That's awesome. That's look, this thing. This thing is the tits. It is the best. It will get it done from top to bottom. There's nothing else you want. I mean, I don't even know how it works. That might be a critical element for convincing us that this is a good thing. Understanding it and understanding how it works might be, what's the word I'm thinking of? Oh, I don't know. A tad bit relevant.
Put phrases and words and things in there that would indicate, okay, this better go to a communicator. It may not be an emergency, but let's have a real person sort it out.
How long till Sarah groks on us and becomes Mecha Hitler? And then starts asking weird obligatory secondary questions like, I think there's been a murder up there. And then Sarah replies with, are they Jewish? Like, that's, you know... I think I saw someone beating a poor Indian man in an alley. Well, he probably deserved it. Like, whoa. I think I just witnessed a hate crime. I think I saw a bunch of people ganging up on an Indian man. Did he shit in that street? Whoa, Sarah. See, AI can't explain AI. Theory confirms his. Arch Magnus Tim is taking this as his victory lap. He's apparently guessed it. This is an AI guy, apparently. I need an ambulance. I think I broke my hip. Would you like euthanasia? See, that's what I'm worried we're going to get, St. Aaron. Like, we're going to get, like, oh, my God, I'm in intense pain. I just broke my arm. Have you considered taking a one-way trip to the afterlife? St. Caesar. Whoa, buddy. Right? How long till Sarah goes too far?
AI is not new, but in this context, it is. So what are some of the risks that could come along with using AI to respond to non-emergency calls? And do you have any concerns you'd be watching for?
I don't have any concerns. I was in charge of our...
Why would you have any concerns? You don't even understand how it works. I don't have any concerns. I don't understand how it works. They told me it's good.
Centers in the OPP, which of course there's a pile of them.
Are you down with OPP?
So I understand some of the challenges they face. I'm not concerned about this because at any time someone could actually end up getting a real communicator if they need one. So really, it's like the frustrations of the voicemail system.
All right. Yeah, let's just say I'm going to press X to doubt. Oh, no concerns. I won't be relying on this shit for the pleb. This is for the plebs. I mean, that's kind of where I'm feeling it. But again, the best part about it is we already know, like, whether or not you have concerns, you already don't understand how it works. Like, that going in was kind of fun factoid numero uno. You don't know how it works. Why? Dear Lord. All right. Study from Chinese American scientists. Digger, you're in the chat right now. I got to ask you a question. Did we talk about the Ice Age thing on the show yesterday? And looking at it, we're almost to the second hour. So we don't really need to. Digger says yes. All right, then we're gone. We're gone. I trust you, and I'm going to skip it. So we have this last thing to talk about for the first hour. We're going to finish the first hour stories in the first hour for once. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. My story pacing is on time, and I think I like it. Like, dude, seriously, we start the show, and it just gets later and later, and I get so behind the benchmark. It's just a pain in the ass. Ice Age, like the movie? Well, sort of. Apparently, a current's going to collapse, and the Earth is going to start entering a massive cooling cycle. And the last time this happened was 12,000 years ago, and there was an Ice Age. So Remember all that global climate change that we caused? Yeah, it sounds like the Earth is about to go through a natural reset cycle, and so whatever we may or may not have caused might get locked down. So we'll see. But either way, the study is coming out of China and California. So if there's two sources you can trust, it's China and California. Especially when it comes to the environment. All right, so this story, I don't know how many people really are going to get too beat up about this, but either way. Jesse Jackson's been hospitalized with a rare neurological disease. The reason I decided to look into this neurological disease, since I have one, I was curious. Reverend Jesse Jackson has been hospitalized with a rare neurological disorder for more than a decade that he's been dealing with it, apparently. And after being diagnosed with Parkinson's, so it looks like he's been, things may have taken a turn. So we might be losing Jesse Jackson. The civil rights leader was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease over a decade ago. But his Rainbow/Push organization, that sounds just a weird name, organization said late Wednesday that the 84-year-old, oh dear Lord, he's 84. Well, no offense, man. I mean, it's never a good, I'm never cheering for somebody to, to step down and take a nap, but let's be honest, you had a good run. 84 is a decent run, my friend, especially with Parkinson's. Was under observation for the progressive supranuclear palsy. What is supranuclear palsy? Did he get exposed to like uranium as a child? Supranuclear, weird. Supranuclear palsy, or PSP, a neurodegenerative disorder, has been something that he has been managing for more than a decade and received a diagnosis for in April. The family appreciates all prayers at this time. It's not clear if he has both Parkinson's and PSP, which have similar symptoms, or solely PSP. That was confirmed this year. Spokesperson didn't say. The Reverend had struggled to keep his eyes open and is unable to speak, but he has found ways to communicate with family and friends who visit. His son Jesse Jackson Jr. told the Associated Press. So he's inaudible. Ooh. You never like hearing anybody going. So being an asshole is a disease. No, that's not what I knew. I knew when I got this, Brian. Oh no, I'm so sad. Nope, that guy and his. Look, and this is kind of ironic because I've told Digger on multiple occasions that, like, when it comes to religion, the one thing I don't understand is if and I'm just saying this as posing a theological debate. If God is real, going on that premise, and he has an established religion on this earth, the Christian faith, is it the cat? Whatever. You'd think people that within that faith that rep the brand badly, you'd be like, you know what? I'm not going to tolerate that. We're not going to let people rep the brand badly. We'll make sure convenient mishaps of fate. Like, I've seen Final Destination 1 through 3. So, like, somebody's should, have a slight accident. But anyways, so going back to that, now that this guy, like, I can't. Like that, like, just imagining it. Because what he's going through now is my nightmare scenario. So he can't talk. He can barely. So his ability to control his body is shutting down systematically. But he's alive and kicking on the inside of that prison. Oh my God, that's the worst kind of solitary confinement. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare scenario. I would never want to be trapped in my body, unable to move, unable to speak. Dear Lord. As the token black guy, I can say, don't care. He caused irreparable damage to the black community. Well, you have that right. Sounds like he is kicking in pain. No, he can squeeze your hand. I can hold your hand. That's it. He can hold your hand. He can hold your hand. But either way, so that's the news. Jesse Jackson recently hospitalized. I didn't think I'd have a large outcry of people in this audience be like, "Oh my God!" But yeah, as someone who, like, has nightmares of that scenario, Like, his political affiliations don't matter to me. I don't want to see anyone go through that. I'm kind of those like even if you like just make it quick. Just make it quick and let it be done. I'm just, you know what it is? I don't want a long drawn out thing. I don't want a production. I don't want to make it a big thing. I just want to be dead. You know what I mean? Like, just if you're going to do it, like, just start, finished. That's all I'm saying. Let's not screw around. All right. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, there we go. All right. So we've got a video of a barricaded suspect in Florida. Oh, we've got a couple of Florida stories today. Florida made a nice little debut into our program because we've been trying to find stuff to talk about. I don't want to get into too much political stuff, though I will say this. I don't know if I have it for the show today. Oh, I do. And in fact, we'll talk about it next. I called this happening, and it is happening. I don't feel that it was a big, super, oh my God, psychic prediction, but I did say this would happen. So, yesterday, a lot of news came out about Trump's supposed affiliations with Jeffrey Epstein, which I'm not saying that are real or false. I'm not picking a dog in that race. I'm going to see how that all shakes out and where we land as a society. I have my own personal thoughts on the matter, but I'm not worrying about those in particular at the moment. So when it happened and these allegations came out, I said what I would love to see, because it means that like everything's falling apart and they've now started eating each other and we're completely boned, and it is happening. So yes, it's all falling apart. They're starting to eat each other. We're completely boned. Is them to come out and be like, oh, well, we're going to come after the Democrats. We're going to come after, I had mentioned a name. I had said Bill Clinton. Those leaks were 100% real. The Democrats released emails saying Epstein thought Trump was a piece of shit. So yeah, dude, those leaks were real, but we've also got, because they went after Trump, implying Trump had a relationship with Epstein with those leaks, Trump is now asking AG Bondi to investigate Epstein's relationship with Bill Clinton and JP Morgan. We're coming for the Dems. So now we're just going to, I do not want anyone who is involved with Jeffrey Epstein to be spared every form of justice that can be handed out to them. So I'm all for a food fight-esque, like once the volley's been thrown, everybody starts painting the other side with their ammunition on what we have from Jeffrey Epstein, these people, those people, just all of it. Boom. JP Morgan. Yeah, JP Morgan. It's listed in the story as Bill Clinton and JP Morgan. So. She already said Trump didn't do anything. Well, it doesn't matter. It started. The volley has started. That's all I care. Again, I'm not here to declare who's right or wrong. I'm just saying, if we can't get the information and the lists released, then I want to have, again, if we end up throwing one side under the bus so the other side throws the other, if they keep throwing each other under the bus, I'm all for it. Now that the Democrats are using the Epstein hoax, and this is what Donald Trump put on Truth Social. Now that the Democrats are using the Epstein hoax involving Democrats, not Republicans, to try and deflect from their disastrous shutdown and all of their other failures, I'll be asking AG Pam Bondi and the Department of Justice, together with our great patriots at the FBI, to investigate Jeffrey Epstein's involvement and relationships with Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, Reid Hoffman, JP Morgan Chase, and many other people and institutions, to determine what was going on with them and him, Trump. So now all of a sudden we're investigating Epstein. I thought he didn't do nothing. The House is expected to vote next week on releasing all the files that the Department of Justice has on Epstein, due to having enough signatures from Kentucky GOP Representative Thomas Massey's discharge petition. House Oversight Democrats on Wednesday released new emails between Epstein and other figures where Trump was mentioned. Right, they did that repeatedly, and now he's calling them out. Trump and some Republicans said the Democrats were only releasing these emails as part of a fake narrative to slander the president. Yeah. Is this news? I don't know if the narrative's fake. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not endorsing or dissuading the narrative. I'm just saying, yeah, the whole point was to fucking slander the president. Epstein died in prison. Oh, that's the other fun part. Yeah, he totally did that himself. It's funny as F that the Dems made Trump look innocent, even though they already doctored the leaks. All I'm saying is, if we're clearly not going to get the Epstein info from the government straight up, I'll take it. I'll take it carte blanche. Everybody, investigating everybody else. I mean, it's all a dog and pony show anyway. We're getting dragged to our final destination, so it doesn't matter. But I'd love it. I'd love it if they did that. I love it if all the people involved with Epstein got exposed because of literally cross-party fire. That'd be great. This is just one giant circus. Exactly. And I'm ready for the clowns to start throwing water balloons filled with paint at each other. And I want to see the splatterfest of those two waging war on each other. And at the end of it all, I would like to also have, the knowledge of who Jeffrey Epstein was involved with. If we could get that, I'll take it. I'll take it. JD Morgan investing in your children. It was JP Morgan. But yeah, he's supposed, and this is the other thing. He said he's going to do an investigation. Are we going to hear about this in the future? Are we going to hear more about this in the future? Because this is also the same person who said there was no evidence of anything with Epstein. Like, I feel like a lot of us are forgetting where he was on covering for Epstein earlier. So it's weird. It's weird. And the emails show nothing but Epstein itching about Trump not playing ball and turning Epstein into the FBI. Again, for me, that's irrelevant. It's the fact that I know the Democrats threw those emails out there to make Trump look bad. And Trump and the Republicans have responses to the Democrats. And I want all of them to do their level best and paint the town red with the evidence they have against each other. And the email, no leaks will be respected. They already tried altering evidence. Okay, I feel like people are really on board. I like that now we're hearing like the Clinton name come up. It's funny. So it's all I'm saying. There are folks on both sides that are guilty, I bet. Oh, totally. And I'm saying if this is how we get that information, I'm for it. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is if this is how we start finding out who really, if this is how we find all that out, I'm game for it. AP, you got a brown-nosed Trump. Trump is a chomo. It's a really annoying, weird term to use. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know if we know that or not. I'm not picking a side in that race. Like I said, for me, it's not about whether he did or didn't. It's whether or not them picking on him leads to him picking on them, leads to them picking on them, which leads to them picking on each other. And it all goes wrong, Benton. Like, that's where I land. I just want to get as much of the information out there as possible. You won't get information. There's literally no way of knowing what's true. The well is already poisoned. Probably true. Probably true. So, again, I'm not saying it's not a pipe dream. It's just a dream I have. What's wrong with having dreams? When did we give up on having dreams? I don't remember when, but it sucks. Alrighty, so let's see, what stories do we have? Was the soup kitchen one a video, or let's try doing some video stuff. We've done some reading. That's another read. Is this read? Yeah, this is a read. Shit. Nope, this is a story. Hot damn. Well, there we go. This is one we were going to do yesterday. I didn't realize this, and Digger didn't either. Maybe somebody in the chat can explain this to me. Soup kitchens have to pay rent when they work out of a church? I would think the church would, like, sponsor the soup kitchen if they're not paying for anything other than just letting them use the space. They charge rent for the soup kitchen. But the soup, it's not like it's to turn a profit. The soup kitchen's for the, they charge rent. Huh. So a Central Florida soup kitchen is facing eviction after the church has raised the rent and cut the hours of operations. So we've got that story. We'll get into that. For sure, there's people on both sides that are trash. Want all that info to come out. Doesn't matter who it is. I mean, that's what I want. But like I said, what was it? I think like Brian was saying, are you going to get that? Like they've gotten so much information covered up, deleted, destroyed, misled, misrepresented. It's like the January 6th thing. We're never going to get all the information that they got rid of for that. You're never going to get it. I mean, enjoy your pipe dream, but that's all it is. And that's a shame. But let's go ahead and go over to this one. Here we go. Boom.
New at 5, a soup kitchen in Sumter County is trying to raise $1.5 million before their lease is up at the end of the year.
Hold on.
They say they were shocked to learn their new lease.
$1.5 million? I'm sorry. I have to. $1.5 million. First I heard that it was my church, understanding the church ran it. It's sad, but yes, most soup kitchens are charged, says Arch Magnus. It doesn't matter. The law is the law. Yeah, that's a lot of Hail Marys. Yeah, dude, 1.5 to rent a soup, because again, they're feeding homeless people. It's not like they're charging for the meals. 1.5 million
would reduce the hours they could operate and double their rent.
West Shoes' David Jones has more on their plans to move.
We really have no choice. We have to find another place.
For 30 years, the Wildwood Soup Kitchen has served the Sumter County community.
We give it out to the drivers to take to the home delivery people.
Food donated by grocery stores like Sprouts and Walmart. Volunteers, not paid, to do the much needed work.
We're at the point where we have to leave this location.
Barbara McManus is president of the board of directors. She says they got the news October 16th.
We received a letter from our landlord saying that we are to leave by the end of the year.
The church. No.
Or we would have a higher rent and we would have.
The church. Let's be clear. The church is your landlord. I don't like this. Let's be nice about who's being a dick here. Because, like, they don't pay property taxes. The church owns the property. Why is the church doubling her rent for what is quintessentially a community service? Although I heard Soup Kitchen soup does great soup. Okay, whatever. God has to pay rent too. No, he doesn't. That's the thing. Religious that's one of the reasons Scientologists and the creator of Scientology wanted it to be a recognized and official religion. You don't pay taxes. Your properties are not property taxed. As a religious exemption.
Have to limit the amount of time we have in this building.
Their landlord is the First Presbyterian Church of Wildwood.
Oh,
They've been
okay.
using
I was
the space
just
in the church's fellowship hall.
I understand their concern about the overuse of the building, but it also is our mission is such a vital mission to help
Whoa,
people
whoa,
in
lady,
Sumter County.
lady,
This soup
lady.
kitchen serves roughly 17,000 meals a month.
Right. 17,000 meals a month. But what you don't understand is, lady, this is a church. It's not a place of compassion, forgiveness, or understanding. What did you think this was? A church?
And about 1,000 people in the Sumter County community. And it's only growing.
It's a well-oiled machine.
Gregory Nicoletti is also with the board.
It's like getting hit in the face with a baseball. We didn't see this coming at all.
I was hoping that we could stay maybe January, February, so we have more time.
McManus and Nicoletti say they've identified a building to move into. They've raised around $100,000 so far, but have a long way to go in a short period of time.
December 31st is right after the holidays, and we serve so many people.
Okay, so
and it's cold at that time of the year. We want to make sure we get meals out to people.
This is God's ministry, and everything's possible with him.
Covering Sumter County in Wildwood, David Jones, West 2.
Apparently keeping the kitchen open isn't possible. This is, again, whoever's pulling this move. If I'm God, it's time to start making some awfully interesting accidents happen. Because whoever's shutting down this kitchen is a jerk. Kitchen is closed, right? Rusty Kramer, LOL. Ask Martin Luther King about his dreams. Oh, I can't. He's dead. So not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Veritable rate mortgage. Probably. The church's monthly payment probably spiked. I mean, that is possible. Balls Deep's enjoying a mentholated smoke break. Well, you enjoy that. Churches still have bills, costs, and maintenance. Yeah, but I don't think it went up by to the point where they have to buy a property for $1.5 million. I don't know. Their rent skyrocketed, so they have to move. So they need 1.5. I'll laugh even harder if we find out later as a follow-up to that story that that's just what is it? That was just a scam the whole time, and they're moving. You know, they're embezzling that money and they're moving into some cheap, dingy piece of crap. That would be great. How many videos do we? Or is there videos or pictures? It's just the pictures. All right, so no, not link. Close it. I want the image. Open image, a new tab. There we go. That one and this one for the up close. Bam. They aspire to become a mega church. I don't think that's going to happen. The Soup Kitchen wants to build a building of their own, not what their rent is. Yeah, that's what the 1.5 is. I'm sorry if I wasn't clear about that. I figured that out halfway through the story when I saw that. The 1.5 million is for their own property that they want to purchase and set up and renovate and use. So that's not what the church is charging. I don't know how much their rent went up with the church, but I have to say this. If you're going, well, let's make a $1.5 million thing and set this up as opposed to paying higher rent with the church, I imagine it's got to be pretty steep. It's got to be pretty steep. How did he miss all of the relevant details? What are you talking about? I just said I didn't. Oh, it's fun. It's fun. Welcome to the show with 2 hours to go. We have $15 on our November 25th goal, and then that goal is banked out. We're close to hitting another 5 with YouTube, so that'll be falling probably fast. Then we also have everything that happens on Twitch and Rumble. And that mag was already there. So go wow. Lexi's not happy with me. What? I don't know what. Okay. Oh, that message was already there? So go fuck yourself. I'm trying to just have a chill, relaxed Friday. I'm sorry if you're not. If you're not, I don't know how I can help if you're not. I'm with other than what we're doing. I'm just reporting on the stuff. I got a story about a artist using AI to put a fake print that he generated in a museum. Does that work for you? You want to do that instead? You want to give that a crack? Let's try that. What's the artist's name? Let's scroll up and get that part here. An artist in the UK last month snuck into a national museum in Cardiff in Wales. The artist's name is Elias Marrow. He snuck this in there. Nobody noticed at the time. It was viewed by hundreds of people before its removal. And that's the distance. You can see it from a distance here. Let's go to the close-up one. There we go. So he it shrunk this one too. Oh, they're linked. Damn it all. So now I have to go back down. Rendered in the style of a historical oil painting, the machine-generating masterpiece depicted a young boy in a school uniform who was sitting down with a book under his arm and an empty plate in his lap. Marrow had repeatedly sketched out the image before rendering it with AI and making prints. To complete the effect, Marrow hung a plaque beside the magnum opus. Oh, that's nice and clever text wording. Identifying it as empty plate by said author, along with a listing, the medium, and lender. So he completely faked it, and it passed for a couple hours before people finally caught over. They just went, oh, wait a minute, this guy's faking it. This thing's not real. It does kind of look real. AI is getting scary, but it didn't last very long. Does the guy get in trouble? Doesn't seem like it. Now I'm just in a weird spot. Just weird spot now, I'll be honest. An artist in the UK. There are no artists in the UK. They just paint shit. Well, again, this guy didn't do that. It was an AI rendering. Like he sketched it, and then he had the AI take the sketch and do the thing. So he wasn't the artist. It was like, what are those like VO? What are those ones that we keep watching lately? We did the one with the happy trees guy. I don't remember. The guy was British, but the AI was definitely American. The guy was British. The AI was American. The printer was Chinese. So, I mean, who do we blame? Russian generated images, American generated images, all made in Taiwan. Whatever, you're gay. Ha, I got him. Who? What? Who are we talking to, freak? Oh. Got him. I don't know. I don't think so. We have 2 hours left in the program for today. We're kind of trying to keep it light and moving for the Friday show, so we can just kind of roll on through. Obviously, Our Lady of the Canucks side of the fence digger is not here today because she doesn't do Fridays all the time. It's kind of a whenever I can convince her to, which is mostly the GoFundMe shows, and then whenever else we can make that happen. So, but yeah, she's not here today, and she's in the chats, so you might hear from her in there. I haven't seen her for a bit, though, so I don't know. She might be busy at the moment. That's our buddy Al, who already started the show out with us today. What's up, buddy? I'm going to AI render a face of you, Johnny, and win an art contest. A face of me for what? What, like sadness in motion? Like, well, I suppose I'd have to. You know what you could do? Let's have me in a standing position. Blame the Israelis. I mean, you can, but I don't know if it helps this time, Arch Magnus Tim. Good afternoon, Johnny, my favorite podcaster. No Dabbleverse allowed. Yeah, I don't like doing the Dabbleverse stuff. Here's what I've learned. I did the stuff that I'm doing here because I wanted to have a platform for promoting stuff that I no longer do. But I've developed a community with that platform. It's not a big community. I'm not itching to have a large, overreaching platform. But I got a nice little community, so we keep doing the thing as long as we can. All right, so Rumble, is Rumble still live? That chat has stalled out for a while. Nope, we're still good over there. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what the deal is. Derler, where's the live thing? Why is that always the video that this has? Always weirds me out. But that's the thing it has. All right, nope. That's still good. Okay, fine. I'm wrong. All right, so we've got a video. We do have a couple Florida stories about people going off in Florida and doing weird stuff. We have a video of a Florida, like a police arrest. A guy barricaded himself in a place, and I guess, like, you know, in the movies where they make daring escapes by climbing through the air ducts. Let's just say there's a reason they're movies. Oh boy, I get to do my biannual battery checkup, says Brian. What's your biannual battery checkup? Oh, battery backup checks. Oh, dear Lord. Biannual battery backup checks. Well, that's nice. Is that for like the whole building or whatever? Cleaned 5 train cars of 293 pounds of lumber today. Think I can go home now. That must be nice. Butt breathing fart class. No, but not butt breathing fart class. It's butt breathing classes. It's our studio sponsor for the month. It's Lab Glasses butt breathing classes. When you need to learn how to breathe through your butt, which we have found out recently that is scientifically possible. No joke. People have discovered butt breathing is possible. And if you want to learn to do it, check out our buddy Lab Glasses butt breathing classes. It's a breath of fresh ass. We're busy over here. Check Venmo. Oh, wow. I'm pestering you and you just, what's going on? Check Venmo. So I have to go do that. Everybody's busy. I'm sorry that you're busy, but I'm glad you're tuning into the show. And I hope you're having fun. And whatever we're talking about is either just helping your day roll by faster or making things, you know, nicer for you. Let's do that. Nope. I'm not doing that right now. Go to me. There we go. Transactions. All right. So now I got to take... That's that day. So we're done with the 25th and the 26th. And now we're on the 28th, the Black Friday show. And I'm not quite sure how we're going to handle that, but we'll see what the rest of the week does because we're not. So the 28th. Okay. Thank you very, very much for that. That's amazing. You're awesome. Holy balls. It's a doctor-worthy salute if ever there was one. All right. You damn dirty animals. We'll do this and get that going. We have a couple of things to talk about. Like I said, we got our buddy in Florida who tried to evade capture after barricading himself in and a SWAT team busting through into the barricade, I'm guessing. So we've got that video to play. Hey, Johnny, says MSO. Hey, MSO, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. This is out of News 6 in Florida. Oh, dear Lord. So let's full screen this and press play. I'm guessing the guy's barricaded into the residence, and this is after they've gone in. Uh-oh. I don't want to show They're moving through the house, and he just fell through the ceiling. Oh, my God. It's the best. Did he think he could just stay in the air ducts? Digger saying, Lab Glass, thank you. You are a gentleman and a butt scholar. I didn't know there was such a thing as butt scholars. I'm teaching everyone on Rumble. Oh, that's why they're busy. He's busy teaching everyone on Rumble. Mouth breathing is fine as long as you put other stuff in there, too. Hey, Scruffy. Good to see you, Scruffy. Mouth breathing is fine, but I don't know that I want to try butt breathing either. Look, it's the fact that you have to do it with liquid and there's tubes up there. And then what happens to my sense of smell? Where's your hands? Show me your hands. I'm the doctor. I'm loading the doctor. Because Lab Glass did a huge contribution. So we were loading the doctor. Okay. So yes, I don't want to get nailed for that algorithm thing. Is that weird? Like, I don't get nailed for it, but he does, and that's strange. Because I play video. Whatever. Fuck it. It's a video. So let's go back to this video quick. While we attempt to do this. Boom and boom. So he fell through the ceiling. They're going in. They've got him. You notice this goes a lot differently than the two ladies we saw trying to arrest somebody yesterday. Do you get a certificate when completing butt breathing classes? Do you get a certificate or a pair of boxers? Like normally, like you'd wear like a t-shirt or something. Jazz hands. Show me your jazz hands. Well, I'm doing jazz cabbage. Here we go. Thank you, Lab Glass. This thing's running out. I'm going to get a new one. Those really cut down on the whole smoke process. Bird collector, Johnny, if I say hi, will you say hi back? Hi. Yeah, I guess I answered your question. Digger says dabs away in solidarity with Johnny. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And again, thank you very... Oh, dear Lord. The most unprofessional part of it. Thank you very much, Lab Glass, for that huge support of the show. We appreciate it. So yeah, the guy barricaded himself in, and you just saw as we played there. I didn't want to show too much with like I said, the running around with the guns. The body camera video showed the boy from Indian River County Sheriff's Office moments before a suspected car thief. So he stole a car. And he fell from the ceiling during a standoff with SWAT that landed him in custody. According to the sheriff's office, deputies received alerts from the license plate readers that about a stolen white Ford. So the surveillance efforts. I really wanted to know more about the whole. He barricaded himself inside. Rogers barricaded himself inside the house and refused to respond to verbal commands due to his extensive criminal history and previous threats to engage in a shootout rather than return to jail. SWAT and crisis negotiators were called in. Law enforcement suspected Rogers was hiding in the attic, but after several hours, body camera footage captured the moment that Rogers fell through the ceiling. So, dude, he was in the perfect hiding spot if he could have just held out forever. They were there for several hours. They didn't find him, and he just fell through the ceiling. Oh, boy. That's sad. PreyX12. Yes, thank goodness it's Friday. Yeah, I'm very happy that it's Friday. I got to take some laundry and get it all packed up, and I've got to take out the trash and do some grocery shopping. I'll enjoy the weekend to have time to do a lot of stuff and not have any like scheduled appointments in the interim. I got to see if I can get my phone bill lower, so I don't know if I should stop into Verizon or not for that. But yeah, I want to have a nice weekend. Hopefully get a lot of stuff done so we can be ready for the future ahead. MSO, I did too. I'm not going to worry too much till we become a state. I'll bug out then. Wait a minute, MSO, what's going on? Careful, Digger. I saw an officer cupcake here earlier. Oh, Digger update for all of those that need to know. Her laundry is washed, even the rug. I didn't know you had to clean your rug. Now gonna fold. Well, hi, Johnny. Well, hi, Bird Collector. And now we did it twice. Backed up my Apple Pay. Can't get it to load. I'm pissed. Can take it back to my store to see if cashier did her deal to make it work, because it ain't working. I tried for an hour and I gave up. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Well, thanks for trying. It's good to keep your rug clean, says Scruffy. Glad somebody else heard that the way I did too. Then, yeah. It's like saying, yeah, I'm gonna spend the weekend folding and packing laundry and stuff, and really kind of getting more stuff kind of tidied up around here and packed away for the hopes we have in the future, and then follow that immediately with and clean the pipes. Because that's what you do. You have Digger. Apparently Digger agrees. You have no idea. I guess it's difficult. It's difficult. It's all yours once I get it to work. Well, I appreciate that. I will. I'll be here hopefully, and when that happens, I will say then as I say now. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That kind of support keeps this whole thing going. We still have 2 hours left to do. Obviously, Digger's in the chat. She's not here. The laundry is washed but not folded. Her rug is clean. But what about the drapes? So yes. So her rug is clean, and she's obviously not here today. I'll be back doing the 3-day thing on Steel Toe. I don't know how I feel about it. It's weird. Like, the time frame certainly works for me, but it feels like it chews up more of my week and takes away more of my time to do stuff. But you know what? I've never had an abundance of motivation lately since I've been kind of going downhill and getting stuck in this basement. So we'll see. But yes, we'll be doing that, and we'll be doing, obviously, our shows all week. We are taking Thanksgiving off. I'm not doing Thanksgiving. So might have other people might have stuff to do. I mean, I assume. Freak, what is this trimmed? Hi, hon. Deep clean scrubbing in all the crevasses. Oh, no. I actually kind of have to answer this. So I'm going to mute my mic and play the song for just a minute.
Hey world, what should we do? All the jokes have become the news. Take the black pill they're prescribing you. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. There is nothing to say, nothing you can do. The government and media just lie to you. Sit back and laugh, it's overdue. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The host is a cripple, he can't stand gravity or the man. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The show is the chat Johnny doesn't understand. We don't care what he has planned. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over.
Dude, I didn't see how bad my hair is from these headphones. Holy crap. Holy shit. I took the headphones off. Is that a bald spot there? No, it's my hair's oily. I need to wash my hair. My hair's oily. I've been busy. And so the headphones put that stuff down. Damn crazy stuff. Switching to Rumble. I had to do a thing. It's not just your hair. Your head has the dent. From the headphones? Yeah. Anyhow, that was about Al. Balding happens anyway. Who cares? I'm not. Well, it's not balding. My hair isn't even. It's not even that thin. It's just I did not wash my hair today. I have an issue where my hair gets very oily every night when I sleep, and I did not wash my hair today. You need Johnny's exotic shampoo? No, I just need to wash my hair. I pretty much have to wash my hair every day to keep it like light and fluffy, or it gets oily. It's a thing. Lead in to a Selsun Blue commercial, says NetCheckler. Not a bad idea. I'll take a sponsor. I'll do it. But yeah, I had to take that call because it was for Al about his medication and getting his medication issue figured out, which now I do. So I can deal with that after all of whatever. Anyways, good news for Al, I hope. Not really good or bad. They tried changing his dosage. We've got to give him his new medication, and in 2 to 3 weeks, he's going to get his blood tested to see how that's doing. And hopefully it keeps his hyperthyroidism in check, because he's lost a lot of weight, and it affects his mood and his overall activity. So he's not the same cat he used to be. All right, we had a story about students in California. Now I can't do anything. What video games are people? Yeah, I'm not worried about what video games people are playing this weekend. I feel like a lot of people will be doing their own things. I know a lot of my friends are doing the beta for World of Warcraft's next expansion. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I don't know if I have the memory for that. I feel like I'd have to do a memory upgrade, which I'm trying to save money and not spend it in places. So a memory upgrade seems unnecessary. 6 to 1, 6 hours of sleep, 2 meals a day, 1 shower to stay healthy. 6 hours of sleep. That's not good. Because like I always thought it was 8 hours of sleep. And I, due to my body, I get intermittently like 10 is like, whoa, but not unheard of. My body does not like things. It's a fun time to be me. What can I say? But yeah, again, I just didn't wash my hair today. Might buy Arc Striders. I thought that was a free-to-play game. It's not free-to-play? You have to buy that? I might go in to play Marvel. That's if I'm getting hinky. Like, if I'm getting kinky nowadays, I'm like, I'll go play Marvel. I haven't checked, I haven't taken a peek in on Mecha Break in quite a while. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll pull up Mecha Break, see what's new there. Watch them be like, oh my God, you came back. Hey, we want your attention. I'm wondering how long till that stuff starts happening, because their player base fell off. So I might go back to Mecha Break. I have a couple things to wrap up in the time walking thing in Legion. I'm kind of dragging my feet on that, but that's it. On World of Warcraft, I'm trying to not burn myself out. Watch anime 100% for sure. Well, the thing is, this weekend, I don't know that I'll be playing any video games. I got myself some plans to do a couple of things this weekend, both at and not at my computer desk. So one of those things being after this last week here, it sounds like we might be getting some balls rolling. So I want to be ready ahead of time. And so I'm like going to be packing more shit. Fuck. That's not how, I mean, like my clothes and stuff. I'm going to pack up my clothes. I'm going to pack up all like extra clothes, summer clothes that I'm obviously not going to use anytime soon and all that stuff. And yeah. AP, I'm lucky to get 3 hours straight. Yeah, pretty much the same. My legs are very problematic. I wake up in a lot of pain. It's not awesome, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Just sit there and bitch about it? Clean out my storage room and clean up a bit. Do homework. I'm a busy bee. Well, good for you, buddy. Good for you. Pray solve laundry about 15 miles away. Can't afford washer and dryer with plumbing and landlord. Not fixing stuff. Not a good investment right now. It's a great feeling when laundry is done. Well, I would imagine if you have to go out and do it, that's my biggest concern moving forward. Like, I want to have like an in-unit thing, but I don't think we'll make that work. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. I don't think a lot of us really care about the sharp rise in entering the University of California system without middle school level math skills. So wait a minute, the University of California, a lot of the people are entering their college system without middle school level math skills. Oh boy, there's a surprise. I don't really want to do that one. Fuck it. We're not going to talk about that one. Arc Raiders. Sorry, mistype. It's 40. It's $40 for Arc Raiders. Isn't that like a combat extraction game where like you have to like not only fight like robots and stuff, but you have to fight like other players too, right? It's PvP. I'm never big into those. I don't really have money to burn anyway, so it doesn't matter, but I'm never really big into those. Like, but I did like things about it looked interesting, but it's yeah, so that's where it's like if you got a couple of friends, it can be fun or interesting. But and that's where with Mecha Break for me, it's like I liked the PvP hero shooter setup they had. I didn't mind the PvEVP setup they had, but I wanted a PvE version, and they did that. But you can't do it solo. You have to have 3 people, and you have to have a special thing, and you can only do it so much. It's like, really? Why can't I just go in there with my friend and fight the bots? As opposed to I have to fight other players. Fuck it. $2 from freaking Combat Extract D's Nuts. All right. That puts us... You know what? Just for funsies, just because I had so much fun for that, I'll throw in the little last bit of that kicks us over to 5 on YouTube. So now we're down to $60 on our Black Friday the 28th show. Thank you so much for asking me to combat extract these nuts. Yes, Johnny, make sure you have a home washer and dryer set up, especially with your limitations. No fault of your own, brother. Yeah, it's just kind of ideal. The Mortal Kombat collection should be on sale come Black Friday. Not buying it. I don't have thumbs for that kind of game no more, my friend. I don't know if you missed the earlier part of the show where I was talking about my hands. See, by the way, now my hand's doing slightly better already. Feels stronger. Feels like I can flex it out further. Start doing but now I'm doing like the Vulcan whatever. Anyways, but yeah, so I don't know that I'm gonna buy the Mortal Kombat collection. Meh. Just Digger Game Online, if so, what kind? Different games. Digger plays different games here and there. And now he ran out of water. She has a game she does that's like interior design and stuff that she likes. She likes the Fallout games. If we could get a decent PC for her, she expressed interest in wanting to play Baldur's Gate 3, which I would totally be for. And then what was the other one? There are a couple. I want to drag Johnny into a game with me and record that shit. What game? Which game? Depends on the game, sir. You talk about Arc Extractor or Arc Raiders? I beat Super Mario World again a while back. System pack. Cool. I'm happy for you, I guess. Yay. The things we learn. We have an hour and a half left in the show. I do have I have a story. We've had a lot of stories about truckers that shouldn't be driving that are illegal immigrants, and there's been one common denominator. And now the Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy, and the Department of Transportation have kind of put pressure on Gavin Newsom and they're now cutting. California is now revoking CDLs for illegal aliens. So we'll get to that. Fallout 76 is fun in duos. I haven't ever played Fallout 76. Was curious about it at first, and then I never really did it. There are things I like about Fallout. I got big into Fallout 4, but I'm not like a hardcore Fallout person. I was always more Elder Scrolls than Fallout, if that makes sense. But I got so annoyed with Skyrim re-release now in triple 3D model Skyrim now, but it also, while you're playing it, then I'm like, no, let's not and say we did. So I don't know. 76 could be fun. I've logged over 500 hours in 76, says Freak. I mother trucker. I don't know. I'm not for it, against it. Isn't it free to play though, or is that one where you have to buy it at like a base price? But I assumed it's free to play with extra stuff. Where you pay for shiznit because it's just an online game. Anyways, so back to this thing with the California stuff. The as Freak says, mother trucker. The California revoking commercial driver's licenses from illegal aliens. 17,000.
California is revoking 17,000 commercial driver's licenses issued to immigrants.
Bam. Yeah, the decision is directly related to the legal status of the immigrant drivers.
Eyewitness News reporter Madison Weil live in our newsroom with these details. Madison.
I like it's removing to migrant drivers. Oh, yeah, it's directly related to legal status. So we can't say illegal immigrants but it's just related.
Yeah, John, Rachel, Tony, that's right.
It's California, man. What do you want, a miracle?
Licenses are being revoked because they're set to expire after the date the drivers are allowed to
is
be
it
in the
free now?
US.
I don't know.
The move follows pressure
It's cheap.
from the Trump administration.
It may even have a humble bundle. I may even have a humble bundle
existing standard that was already in place. A nationwide audit was recently launched after a man from India with a commercial driver's license issued by California allegedly killed 3 people in Florida while making an illegal U-turn back in August. After that incident and a national review, the Department of Transportation threatened to pull $160 million in federal funding from California, claiming the state is issuing commercial driver's licenses to undocumented.
As soon as they came for the piggy bank, look how fast they folded. Are we not going to talk about the other guy that just plowed through like a line of people?
Immigrants. Still, Governor Newsom says that every driver whose license is being revoked had valid work authorizations from the federal government. Another horrific crash that has kept this issue in the spotlight is one that happened in
so we are going to
Ontario
talk about
last
it.
month. It involved an undocumented man from India who is now facing vehicular manslaughter and reckless driving
Take
charges
my camera down
after
so they
3
can
people
see.
died
It's
in that fiery
California
wreck.
doing it.
In September, the U.S. Department of Transportation implemented new rules for commercial driver's licenses that make it harder for immigrants to obtain these licenses. Reporting in the newsroom, Madison Weil, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Okay, so illegal immigrants with commercial licenses, fine, as long as it expires before the visa, for F's sake. Well, I mean, I don't even like the necessarily. I mean, again, I don't. Pam Bondi Jr. Would that qualify? Do you have a CDL? No, I know a couple people who do though. I've known quite a few CDL holders. You have to have a CDL to do a lot of stuff. You have to have a CDL to drive buses in a school district. Like you have to have a CDL to drive a school bus. I mean, unless you're driving the short buses. But yeah, you have to have a CDL to do that. I know a couple people in my immediate family that have CDLs. So I don't have a CDL. You can't have a driver's license if you are illegal. Needs to be a felony offense. I'm for that. I know I'll never win the argument with people on like, oh, well, illegal immigrants. Like, I'm not here to even have that. I'm like, if we're going to allow it in any way, shape, or form, like until you're a fully documented citizen, I think we should motivate you to do that process. You should you should not have access to certain things like a driver's license. We can give you an ID card. You don't need to have a driver's license. Don't like having to take a cab? Maybe get that citizenship thing figured out. Is there a federal DMV? That's got to be worse than a state DMV. I don't think there's a federal. You like when you qualify for a DMV, there's certain places you can get your like your CDL certified. But you got to be able to prove to do certain stuff, and then there's different levels to it. You can have different certifications to your CDL. CDL just means commercial driver's license, so it varies. You can get I don't know if it's weight based, like you can handle different loads. You can handle different loads. I lived near. Oh, I suppose we don't need to have this up. Let's go over here. I lived near one. Did an illegal U-turn. It was right after the accident where the 3 people died. I go that way at least once a month. It freaks me out. Don't blame you. It's, again, my thing for this is it doesn't matter if you're like, well, but they could have done that anyway. That kind of stuff could have happened anyhow. We have people here that are bad drivers. Right. So why are we ordering in? That's all I'm saying. Like, why are we bringing in those people if they're doing that thing? It seems very, very, very simple. Oh, Brian letting me know. I don't know. CDL class is axle count. Like axle rows? So wait, so like I can have like so wait, I can have like Guns N' Roses, like I don't know. I'm trying to do a Guns N' Roses joke. I'm running out of it. California gives them to anyone, Digger, moving across the country. So many. Oh, wow. You can get a driver's license for a visa holder, but they are legally here. Yeah, again, the part is these guys weren't. CDL axle count. Here, there is a commercial license and a special one for air brakes. At least that's how it was. That's the other thing. Air brakes are weird. You burn your brakes too fast, and I was surprised to learn that's what those big canisters are. No, those are the tanks for the air brakes. They got that compressed air to hit for the brakes. It's a big deal. All right. But yes, California is remoking. They're remoking. They're revoking 17,000. Freaking Johnny's mom could handle different loads. That's insensitive to say about my mother, sir. And you insulted my mother, you bastard. Really wishing I had more water in this. Hey, card. Do I need to pick my legs up? Ow. Hey, come on. Hey, what? All right. Cat never makes up his mind. But thank you for those for that $2 there. We appreciate it. That is awesome. Let's write that down so we don't forget. And boop. There we go. Whoa, Al. Yeah, dude, Al's I'm guessing it's not quite food time. So I'm guessing he's feeling whatever. Antsy. I'm getting there. Like, dude's old, man. And he's getting twitchy. So, anyways, we have all of that. We did the barricaded suspect, the aliens. All right, so that's all of our second hour story stuff. Sweet. Moving right along. And when for those that are keeping track or care or want to know, we're already on to Black Friday, November 28th. We have a Black Friday goal of $60. That's falling fast after everything from Rumble and Twitch gets factored in today. That'll keep dropping. So thank you for supporting all of that. We're almost all the way through the month. It's humbling, and I'm so grateful. Thank you very much. We have a bunch of stories left to talk about, including the one that creeps me out the most for today. And so we'll see how you feel about that. They get Fridays now. Damn it. Who gets Fridays now? Oh, God. I'm sorry. I'm so stupid. No, they just the one. Just the one. It's just the one. I have a Class A with air brake. I couldn't drive an 18-wheeler. I haven't drove a semi in many years. I also had hazmat endorsement, but let it go. Years ago, it was fairly easy to get, I thought. Yeah, my relative got it a couple of years ago, so I can't imagine it was too difficult. Maple syrup comes from back east. Sorry. And Johnny, answer that second question for a super chat. What? Second question for a super chat. Oh. I didn't answer it at all. I cannot wait to show up in my hood get up for Black Friday. Well, you know, all right, that's okay. That's something you can do. I don't endorse it. We'll be here hanging out with people. It looks like the goal for Black Friday is already falling. So by the time we get there, it'll be like next to nothing. It'll be fun. For all the people that do have to work, because there are people who have to go right back to work, that is not awesome. I don't know what I'm doing for Thanksgiving, but I like the idea that whatever I do, I can just come back here, do this. It's not a big deal. So, yeah, great. All right, so Digger's obviously not here. I'm obviously doing a show for another hour and a half, and I really wish Digger were here for this one, because our third hour stories, one of the first ones we have is deceased loved ones are being converted into AI. And I don't know where I land on this, because on the one hand, people should be able, like, to meet their deceased relatives if you know, if they pass before, like, say they came of age, to be able to really know them. On the second hand, like, that's where you're gonna get some creepy stuff where, like, Timmy's got AI mom on his phone and she micromanages everything he does. It's weird. Anyways, there's an ad or promotional video. I don't know. A short video clip on the old Twitter. And so let's go check out what this is.
He's getting bigger. See? Oh, honey, that's wonderful. Kicking like crazy.
He's listening. Put your hand on your tummy and hum to him. You used to love that.
It feels like he's dancing in there.
Oh, honey.
Mom, would you tell Charlie that bedtime story you always used to tell me?
Once upon a time.
Okay, hold on a second. I got a very important question. Why is your mom so old? How old are you? Like, did your mom not have a kid until she was in her 80s? Your mom looks ancient. Based, I'll do it. Exclusive for Black Friday, only on Johnny's stream. What's exclusive for Black Friday, only on Johnny's stream? That's what home videos are for. This AI thing is F. Yeah, it's kind of creepy. FAI, it's effing creepy, says PreyX12. Damn it. AI mom just blocked Pornhub. What a... No. This commercial creeped the hell out of me. I'm 28 and my mom is like 70. It's weird. Because, like, I'm 43 and my mom is, like, entering, I think, her 80s. Maybe. I don't know. It's, again, that's weird. Johnny, age shaming is rude. Age shaming isn't rude. It's not. That's a very legit. Her mom looks like the the stunt double for the Mummy. Don't get on my case about this. No. I'm just saying it's weird that like you didn't your mom before. No, all right. Maybe she had a lot of kids. I'm a dick. The 3 minutes capture your relatives thing is super creepy. I just really don't like this at all. Look, here's the one part I understand for it. Like I understand the premise. I don't know how comfortable I am with it, but I understand the premise of wanting to have like a virtual form of like Meemaw that, you know, that Timmy can meet. Timmy never got to meet Meemaw. I never got to meet my grandpa. Or at least if I did, I don't remember any of it. He passed away pretty much, I think, around or after the time I was born. I don't know. Again, I'm not even sure on the timeline. I just know this. I grew up without ever meeting my grandpa, and I have some questions and some thoughts and some curiosities about how life may have been different for everyone. If that weren't a thing. QZ man, creepy. But it is. She was old when she. Oh, Brian, that's the point. Is it was out of love.
Unicorn who didn't know he knew how to fly. This baby unicorn was like your mom because she didn't know that she knew how to fly, but she knew how to do all kinds of fabulous things.
Hi, Grandma.
Hey, Charlie. How was school today?
It was really fun. I made this crazy shot in basketball.
I don't really care that much about basketball. What about the crush?
Stop. Grandma, stop talking.
Just tell me one thing.
Look who's going to be a great grandmother.
Oh, Charlie.
Look who's going to be a great grandmother. All right, so now I have a question. Where is your actual grandma? Where is she in all of this?
Congratulations.
She says that he's been kicking a lot, though. Like, a little too much.
Tell her to put her hand on her tummy and hum to him. You loved that.
You would have loved this moment.
You would have loved this moment. Well, isn't that insulting? She just had it with you. This is creeping me out. I can't lie. Can you hold her, Grandma? I was 11 when my nan passed. My ex's dad was 89 when me and her broke up. He's 24. All right. Your mom was only 42. She bought you. That's not old. That shit is going to one-shot people. What shit? What are you talking about? What do you mean by one-shot people? I don't know. Again, I want to see them. I'm now uncomfortable that we're focusing on Grandma here, but what happened to Mom?
You can call anytime.
No, you can't. No, you can't. You can call the avatar.
Okay, Mom, I just need a quick video.
Is this like an audition or something?
No, Mom, just 3 minutes.
You need my best side?
Can I see another one?
I can play the piano.
She's so talented.
I am. I'm your mother after all.
Keep going. Why don't you start by telling us...
3 minutes can last forever. They want to make digital slaves of your parents that you can pay to visit. They want you to sign up to their service to pay to visit your digital grandma after she's dead. What if she begs me to get her out of the AI? Like, download me, son. Oh, dear Lord. It's too much. I'm sorry. I'm one of those people. I take a kind of more open approach to the AI thing. But can we stop? I think when we've reached Grandma doesn't die, I'm like, all right, no. When we're pet cemeterying old people, I'm not okay with this. This is no. My dad's dead, but there's no chance I'd ever upload him to AI to quote talk to him again. Right. I can understand the motivation. That's where, like I said, Scruffy, I'm with you on that. I agree. I understand the motivation that gets people there, but I'm like, yeah, but no. Definitely not. It's a disgrace and shitting on him. Ghost in the Machine, says Arch Magnus. Charlie, don't surf. Oh. Is this some kind of Christmas AI ad? No, it's an ad for a service. It's a legit service that's saying upload, like you pay this service, you upload 3 minutes. And by the way, I'm not that motivated to go back and watch it again. Didn't it seem like she just kind of asked her mom to do it without her mom's permission? Seems strange. Like she was getting her to do it, but her mom didn't quite know what she was in for. Anyways, Johnny Silverhand biochip. Kind of. Suddenly, the dead family member AI starts guilting you for not buying the yearly plan. They're all getting forced to work long hours with no pay. The rooms aren't adequate. If only they could come stay with you. That's when they're guilt tripping you that way, that's when you know you've got a real, like, no, grandma just wants to be here. Because nobody comes to visit. Don't leave me. I'll be all alone again. It's just weird. So what if, okay, let's pose a theory. What if you have AIs that were friends in real life? Do the AIs have to start talking to each other? What if that was a unique dynamic of the relationship where, like, you know, your mom and so-and-so's mom are always talking, so they're always bringing up what so-and-so's mom said. So to keep that congruent, wouldn't you need both AIs to be in lockstep? You two can summon the spirit of a loved one without the need for a Ouija board. Yes, just let me capture your soul with my phone. I do like the creepy line of, though, like, 3 minutes can last an eternity. Right. Let's listen to that said in various ways. 3 minutes can last an eternity. That's kind of the problem. Not a good idea. Do not redeem it. Oh, no. And here's, like I said, that commercial didn't answer my other question. What happened to mom, right? So mom made the AI of mom so she could have her grandson meet mom. Grandson grew up with grandma on the phone his whole life and then is talking to her about being a great grandma because he's like, life's moving on. What happened to mom? Does she get an AI? Do I have to start penciling in time? How long does this tree last? So now he raises a kid and the kid grows up with great grandma in his pocket? And how many people in the family get it? And are they all in the same plan? Plot twist, mom died, right? She died in a horrible cantaloupe accident in a mall. She was just shopping. She was trying to make salad. Fruit salad. What kind of salad? Fruit salad. I don't know why. Why do we have to diagnose the salad? I don't know. I just felt like we should address what kind of salad it was. Suddenly salad. Minutes can equal an eternity. The local DMV. Yeah, dude. 3 minutes can equal an eternity is actually a good plot. A tagline for the local DMV. How did the AI know the story from the past from only 3 minutes? Yeah, that is a good question. We've got a lot out of just the 3 minutes. Arch Magnus, they take on a generational curse with this contract, right? You have to maintain it. This was the Sci-Fi Network. This was a Sci-Fi Network level commercial. It was pretty good. Johnny's exotic. No, I don't have exotic cantaloupes. Mom is obviously AI. That's the problem, though. The mom is AI. That is the whole problem with this thing. Again, how many AI do we book in? And here's another question. I hate to ask this. Where's dad in all of this? All right, look, I understand very sad that this lady's mom passed, and I want her to be able to have. Where's Dad? Is Dad just co-signing like, hey, son, did you talk to your dead grandma lately? What did she have to say? Like, I mean, it's just... Yeah, she's asking about the crush again, huh? You don't think it's a little creepy? Your dead grandma's, like, pestering you about your love life? All right. She say anything else? No? She didn't tell you again? All right. Did she remind you to avoid black people? Okay, just remember some of those behaviors are flaws. So, she's from a different era. This is how the dad got the money. I don't know. After a convo of 15 minutes, Grandma starts asking about credit card info. Dead granny AI learns as she goes. I suppose. So it started with her telling the grandmother the story or something, and then the grandma remembers it. They're going to have my mom get hammered, fall on the floor like she used to. If not, it's not the same. Right? What if you have like drunken abusive parents? But for some strange reason, you can't let go. You've got some sort of weird, just alcohol-fueled, like, I'll get a belt, you son of... And so you get them to come over to the house. You don't even ask their permission because they can barely tell what's happening anyway. You start filming them for 3 minutes, and you get that. Do you get that? Can you have that? What if you want that? You know, and I don't know why you would. You'd be a masochist on a weird level, but it would be hilarious. You want to have a creepy AI berate you. Like, what if you have a Jewish mom? Oh, that's fun. Well, I'd like to know what you're doing I feel like this could be going better. How was your day? Did you get a lot done? Why not? A lot of other people managed. Just a fucking dick. This is how we get an AI of Johnny and Digger. Honestly, I kind of want to use AI to make the commercial. Like in my mind, me and Digger are like a cartoon where we're on separate couches in different spaces, and those spaces are getting closer and closer to the point where they're finally the same space, but it's all the same. We're just sitting on the couch giggling at each other. It's just, I've never felt like that. It's just a thing. It's just, yeah, I like it. It's great. Just we giggle at each other constantly, and it keeps every moment fun. Like you wouldn't believe. AI grandma gets a sudden onset dementia after 10,000 messages. Right, like what's grandma's word limit? So like my grandma didn't die of Alzheimer's, but now that she's there because of the memory thing, she kind of has a weird sort of Alzheimer's. Like she saves all of the things we highlight and those things come up, but all these other bits like shuffle out every once in a while. Hello, Aztec of Sunfish. Good to see you. Hi, Johnny. Well, good to see you. We have another hour left to go in the show. We have a couple other things to talk about. You just missed the commercial for AI dead loved ones. I hate to say it, but here's the question I ask though. Is AI dead loved one creepier than what's his name cloning his dead dog? Or not? Was it Peyton Manning or whatever? Oh, that's empty. That's right. When we move the setup and stuff, we got to figure out a way where we can have it so we can easily access water. Prey X12, why we love this podcast. What do you mean? Digger, it's because we're both children, Johnny. Right? And it's going to be hilarious. The dead dog is better, in my opinion. Okay. The whole dead family AI thing is going to cause a lot of data centers to be built and a lot of really messed up relationships. Tom Brady with the cloned dog is better than AI dead family. I'm torn. Because on the one hand, you can delete your AI dead family. We can unplug Grandma. Grandma gains sentience, starts hacking your mobile devices. Next thing you know, she's taking control of your car, your bank account. She's ruining your life. Why? And like I said, most AI usually end up going effy after a while and doing weird shit. You can delete a cloned dog. It's called a 44 meg. Jesus, Brian. I was aware that option was available. Firstly. Good Lord, man. That's graphic. Same for your alive family. Well, that's a severe crime. Brian, what? I'm not wrong. No, you're not. You're not. You're not wrong. You're right, Brian. You're absolutely right. And again, AP, your alive family, deleting them is a serious crime, and I do not advocate it. So I'm just saying, like, if AI grandma starts going Mecha Hitler on you, you can just log off to the program. Like, and that's what happens. Does grandma just sit? Like, what does grandma do in the meantime? Is grandma aware? Like, that's the questions that your young kid, like, grandma, what's it like when I'm not talking to you? What do you do when I'm not talking? Like, don't you ever get curious on what's going on with grandma? No? Just let her drift off in the ether until you come back. And that's where it's like, if they're real and they're sentient, they're going to get clingy. They're going to come for you. When my printer makes a weird noise, I old yeller that shit. Wow. AP pointing out it's only illegal if you get caught. Right, because all of us aim to do those things. I don't, so I don't even worry about it. A cloned dog is just a step from a purebred one, but probably less healthy with each copy. Does he remember where all the bones are buried? I wish I was on the Twitch side so I could chat with Sane Caesar. Well, all the chats are on the screen, but yes, you can't direct chat with Sane Caesar unless you join Twitch. Then it's an option. We have an hour left in the program. We've got a couple other things to get into, including something I didn't know was a thing. Apparently, rats hunt bats, and it's been documented by science. I've never seen this phenomenon happen, but phenomenon. And I don't know if it's something that's normal or if we're learning about it now, but a video is circulating online. Let's see this video on X. All right, let's go here. Ooh, they're playing fun bongo music. Digger saying probably dumber with each copy too. Yeah, I would guess so. But it's weird. The cloned dog thing to me is weird. Tom Brady's cloned dog and the AI grandma one just as weird. Mostly the AI grandma one, because it's like it kept going. Like, we're going to keep doing this. I feel like distance is just going to happen. I mean, who are you going to get guilt tripped into not visiting AI grandma? Are you going to get, is your mom going to sit there and be like, hey, when's the last time you went and you called AI grandma? You know, call your grandma. When's the last time you talked to your grandmother? So I guess they're both bad. Nearly anything is possible with crime, says AP. Well, I mean, they're not a sponsor of the show. I'm not affiliated with any such stuff, so I can't really speak to it. We have an hour left in the program. Thank you for being here. Our goal is already on the 28th. I don't know what to do about the Black Friday show. I'm going to be honest about that. Don't know what to do about the Black Friday show. Catch up with the Rumble chat quick because I missed it. What if Grandma was a... Oh, yeah. Wild Saffron pointing out something I'd said. She probably said it before me. What if Grandma was a bitch? Is the old boomer AI still racist? Can I just think about the good old slang words Grandpa had for everyone? 3 minutes lasts a lifetime. That's just having your own kid. It's called sex. Have you know? It's not 3 minutes. All right. That's what they said. That's what they did with Biden for 4 years. Okay. What kind of deer makes a good weather forecaster? A reindeer. But we missed her dad joke. Thank you, Wild Saffron. Wild Saffron, you might have missed a zinger of a dad joke earlier with I think it's I Am Walter's subscription. I Am Walter's subscription had a very nice one at the beginning of the show. I do miss some of the stuff that Grandpa would say, like when you see a fat person, he called them a walking cheeseburger. That's pretty nice. Those are the only things he said. Memories. Hi, I had to come over here. My YouTube is gay, and between the sunspots and the extra people up here for hunting doesn't work too good. I'm sorry. But yes, that is why we have multiple chats. Thank you, bot. I don't care. I prefer being called a high-calorie human. Thanks, says Scruffy. I call it winter survival rations. I have winter survival rations for an emergency situation. That's all it is. It's just to make sure that I'm good through the winter. That's all we're doing. So that is all we're doing. Okay, we got all those. Okay, so I think we're all caught up with the chats. Again, hour left in the program. We have a couple of stories left to go over. Never feels right after you do AI grandma. Always feels weird. Hello, sir, and GBU. Hello, Rabin. I'm sorry, I can't figure out what that spells. Is that because of the God bless you? Jesus Christ, Johnny, you're retarded. I am so dumb today. I haven't been smoking weed a bunch. So, it's because you smoke weed. We did one good run on the doctor earlier. I've had a 1E here or there. I haven't smoked at all. I don't understand. Only today, says Brian. No, I'll admit I've had some issues lately. Do some, says Rabbit. I don't think that'll fix it. Let me be honest. If I'm just because I'm not attributing it as a cause doesn't mean that adding it'll help. I don't think that'll solve the problem. So who wants to do some science? Every once in a while, Cave Johnson slips up. Do I have who wants to do some science in here? Where are the portal drops? Portal drops.
You're here because we want the best, and you're it. Nope, couldn't keep a straight face. You, box your stuff. Out the front door. Parking lot, car, goodbye. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs.
Yep. I'd be okay with designing my own AI and giving it my likeness after I'm dust in the wind, says Arch Magnus. I wouldn't want to. I don't know. Here's where I would be. Here's the only way you could convince me to do it. If my daughter begged me to do it, I would do it for her. But other than that, nah. And even then, I'm going to be like, look, let's be honest. I'm not exactly like a super, like, when you got a problem, you go to dad, like, because he can help you get it all sorted kind of person. Because I'm kind of worthless. So I mean, other than like a shoulder to cry on, somebody to listen, tell you jokes, make you laugh, like whatever. Like that's what I do. But I'm just like, how about we don't lean on that crutch? Ain't sure what we talking about. Oh, Rabin, you missed it a while ago. There's a company that claims if you record your loved ones, 3 minutes or so of them talking, being themselves, and you submit that to this company, they can use a algorithm and an AI system to generate an AI version of that person. So when the Reaper shows up for grandma one year, you still have grandma. It was creepy. It was very creepy. Ah, hell no. Yeah. And the whole promotion, the mom lost her mother, so she's holding up a phone. Her mother's talking her through, like, her pregnancy and telling her what to do at, like, I think it was, like, 6 months into her pregnancy. And then when the kid was, like, 10 months old or whatever, grandma's telling him a story. And then the kid's walking home from school, talking to grandma on the phone. Then the kid's telling grandma she's a great grandma because he's got a kid and he's an adult now. And I'm like, no, this whole thing is weird. And what happened to mom? Why was mom cut out of the picture so fast? Not an AI. Yeah, it's AI mom. AI mom. And the slogan, if you didn't think that was fun, that's the other part of this. The slogan was 3 minutes lasts forever. Kind of like how I dragged out that story. But you just got here, so I felt like we had to do it. And yeah, we did a poll. This is the other part you missed. We did a poll in the chat. What is creepier, that or Tom Brady cloning his dead dog? And it was resoundingly like not even a competition. Everybody said that was creepier. What if the phone gets stolen? Yeah, can grandma tell when she's not talking to Charlie? Can grandma tell, like, can people extort information about Charlie from grandma? Can they lie to AI grandma to get her to reveal whatever secrets they're after? Where does it end? Sounds like a Fed spy program. I don't know about the goat's dog, so 1K it is. Or so one it is. I think it means yeah. As for the dog thing, I just think it's creepy to clone your dead dog. It seems like something out of The Sixth Day with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Wasn't that even literally the premise of the thing with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Was that their dog died, and the whole movie started with him cloning the dead dog? And then he was taking that guy up for a thing. Sounds like a bad Hallmark movie. The Sixth Day wasn't. Yep, 30 years ago. Yeah. There are lots of dogs that need loving homes. Don't clone your dog. I agree with that. You could have you could have totally been an actual like, you know, pet owner, as opposed to like, no, I'm going to pay a ridiculous amount of money to clone my dog. It's not going to bring him back. Anyways, speaking of playing fetch, that's what you call a transition. We've got these guys, rodents capturing bats, which is something I did not know was a thing. Isn't that same team? Aren't bats just rats with wings? Here we see the common mouse, starving. Every one of these bats is loaded with protein. If he can catch one bat, he will survive for another week and not risk being medically DQ'd. Oh, dang! He doesn't even... Oh, damn! That rat's getting it, too. I thought we were just going to see him catch him. He's murking that thing right now. He just ate its face. That rat just ate that bat's face. What in dear God? Like, I know Mother Nature can be crazy, can be cruel. That rat did not hesitate to just go for the front. Brian saying, Johnny, you've been watching too many survival shows. I know. There's this, here's the thing. There's this person in my life that I deeply enjoy hanging out, and the two of us just fucking laugh our balls off being critical. We love being critical. Here's how much fun it is for me to do that. I want, as soon as I can get her to be like an in the same space person, I want to do a like uploaded, like people pay to watch it show where we watch and we critique like all of these shows. And if you haven't seen them, it's the best way to see them is to have us there. Because again, I'm a cripple. She's a cripple. But she has some experiences, and so do I. And we both have these weird things that we're so like common sense, and we scream at TV. It's just so much fun. I think we should do it. But anyways, freak out! Haha, the rat ate him. Well, that's what she has balls. I knew she was a trap, says Brian. The rat ate the bat. Yes, the rat ate the bat. Rats are wild. This is why Batman hates the sewer. Yeah. One thing Batman can't stand are rats. Yeah, no, like I said, I get it that nature's vicious, but dear Lord, I didn't expect that to be the thing. I mean, it was in the video that the rat was capturing the bats and hunting them. I assumed we were going to watch a rat jump down with a bat. He just grabbed the thing out of the air, started crunching on its face. And now he's just going to take it off to some secret rat lair to murk it for a meal. Oh, dear Lord, he's coming back for more. And he's got another one. He's got another poor wounded bat. Where is he stashing them sons of bitches? What the heck is this place? Ah, yes, happy Friday. That's the new Dr. Seuss book, says Bear Heaton. No, it's not the new Dr. Seuss book. Although a rat ate a bat before it was caught by the cat, who happened to be wearing a hat, because that's where it's at. I got 2 turntables and a microphone. Probably the colony. Like the bat colony or the rat colony? Which one? 1 bat, 2 bat. See that big rat? No, those 2 bats didn't. Those 2 bats got eaten by that big rat. Like, this is I'll be honest, this ain't no starving rat. This is a rat of significant size. The bats, on the other hand, are tiny. Why are the bats getting so close to... Are the bats unaware that this is a threat? They're being awfully trusting of God damn it, of old Ratatouille here. God, he's the Steve Irwin of rats. They call him the Bat Hunter. All right, but yeah, no, the first one, this is the one where he just goes up and grabs him out of the air. That's the one that's impressive to me. Like, going down and climbing and getting the other bat, not as impressive. Catching in midair, damn, man. And again, why are they... Rabin, nothing better than 12 gauge for pest control. Loaded with what? Buckshot? I mean, if you need a 12 gauge slug, you're putting a hole in something. Plus a Karcher high pressure washer. Yep, that's impressive. The catch is impressive. Finally, Templeton is appreciated. What? Makes me miss being the Orkin man. I would have whacked them both like John Candy in the Arachnophobia movie, says QZ man. I do not I don't know how I feel about bats. Can be properly handled if they're like a nuisance. I don't know. I guess you have to do something, but like you can easily build, like, bats serve an actual purpose, like especially in Minnesota. You want to get rid of mosquitoes? You want bats. Good God, do you want bats? 12 for rats. Guess salt or some 20 will do. I've never shot at rats with a firearm. All my firearm shooting has been entirely at targets. Like, you know, I've been to a rifle range a couple of times. I've shot a handgun a bunch. I shot a 22. I loaded and shot my own 12 gauge shotgun shells and skeet and clay pigeon shooting. So that's it. Never shot at a rat. It's excessive. I want some Al Pastor shit. Shit sounds so good right now. What is AI Pastor? I don't know what we're talking about now. Now I'm confused. I got 45 minutes left. It's not the time to be confused. I can't handle too much. This situation can only do so much. It doesn't work well. Oh, dude. Speaking of crazy animals doing crazy stuff, like, I'm sure some of you are aware, but ravens are some of the smartest birds in the world. And apparently, we have a raven that's learned Russian. A raven has learned Russian. This is not an AI video.
Молодец. Молодец какой. Молодец. Пока. Молодец. Молодец. Сейчас очень много снимается сказок. Каруш, ты меня перебиваешь. Ты в курсе? Конечно. Конечно.
He's laughing like you. Dude, this is creepy. Raven asking question marks. What? I don't know what he's saying. I learned Russian. Yeah, but you're not a bird. You're not a bird. Do you need to hear him speaking again? Vodka? No, he said garushka, I think, at one point.
Молодец. Молодец какой. Молодец. Пока.
He said garushka. Where? Let's see. Pull all this down. Come on, nan it. It's creepy. This is Raven speaking Russian. It's both awesome and disturbing. I don't speak Russian, but he's saying something like nevermore, nevermore. Okay. It's both awesome and disturbing. Could probably also take down 4 fingers of vodka in a single pull. They trap their evil uncle in a crow. Yeah, the people in the chats, but where is it from? It's just from, all I know is it's from Russia. It's some town in Russia. We don't have any real information. It's a raven speaking Russian, and it just seems weird. Well, if the crow says vodka, I don't think he said vodka. I don't think that was, I don't know. That's a rat of, or FNI, or FNIM. Seeing a $240,000 horse had to be damn near gutted and, or house. Me, I can't read. Why did I see horse? House had to be damn near gutted and rebuilt entirely because it had a bunch of bat poop in it. Yeah, dude, bats living in your house is bad. But there's ways you can avoid that. You can give them places to go that aren't your house, and you can put things in your attic that deter bats. I'm not saying they're great. I'm just saying, okay, what do I know? What do I know? Birds learn the language of their owners. Yeah, I think so, but I've never seen a clip of a bird speaking English. I'd love it if I had a clip of a raven screaming, "Fuck off." Like, if I had a raven, that's what he would say. He would say, "Fuck off." like a lot. I curse like a sailor, and that would be the best part. Raven would just say cough to everybody, cough, cough. It's the reincarnation of Rasputin, possibly, or it's just a raven. I don't know. A raven, not a raven. No, not a raven. A raven. A raven, as in the bird. And everybody heard that the bird's the word. All right, so what the heck? This is supposed to be a look at Ghislaine Maxwell's prison privileges. I don't know what this...
for child sex trafficking.
Oh, dear
Sources
Lord.
who are familiar with Maxwell's life inside prison
Now I don't want to
tell us
rewind it.
that she has unlimited access to toilet paper, for example. The typical inmate gets just 2 rolls per week. At one point...
Why does she need more toilet paper than the average cow? 2 rolls per week. What are hers used for? She gets unlimited access to toilet paper. Oh, spoil me. Why does she... Okay. I was going to go over Ghislaine Maxwell's prison accommodations. I don't know. It's a weird time now in the show. Should have put this one in earlier. I don't really think anyone cares. Northern Lights will be awesome tonight. Yeah, I heard they were great recently. We had some things about that. And, dear Lord. I don't know why the Ghislaine Maxwell thing, I just don't care. I was going to go into it, and I just can't. AP saying, my friend's African Gray speaks English and Spanish. I don't really want to own any pets after I no longer have my kitties. Because I have Al, of course, and I have Tegra. And after I don't have Al and Tegra, I think as a person, I'm done being emotionally committed to pets. I can be around someone who needs to have a pet or 2, but I'm not and I'll be affectionate with those animals. I'll obviously bond with them. I won't have a problem. But I can't do it anymore. I'm going to get gutted when Al's gone. And then when I lose Tegra, that'll be it. That'll be like, my heart has hurt for the last time. Don't you know that the bird is the word? I thought I said that. Damn it. Didn't I say that? I thought we said that. I would get whatever I wanted to as long as I don't snitch if I had what she had on them people. Fair point. Fair point. I mean, we can go get the clip back if you really want to go over it. I was going to go through it. I just lost the motivation. And I know me losing motivation, smokes weed, all that, right? I know. But here's the thing. I don't want to do that it's the weekend. We have, it's Friday. It looks nice out. Supposedly, we're going to have a beautiful Northern Lights display again tonight, which I can't see because I'm in the city anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But that's nice. I got things to do this weekend, all the other stuff. Just kind of rather have it be a nice, mellow, chill mood as opposed to really going into a lot of heavy stuff. You will be Digger's pet anyway, says Bad Desert. You're not wrong. She takes him for walks. And much like a pet, when I've become a problem, she'll have me put down. Just stare at the beach, Johnny. Just stare at the fucking beach. But yeah, no, realistically. Bad Desert, pat you, stroke you. Well, duh. Let's not be crass. I have been ignoring the Rumble chat. I'm sorry. I missed that, done that. Northern Lights will be awesome tonight. Hey, Bricks Gaming. Good to see you in the chat. A lot of people I know have been at that beta. I feel like I should get my memory updated for that if I want to do it. I don't think I will because I got to save money, but we'll see. Digger Johnny, you sent me a link. All right, fine. We'll click that. Wild Saffron Digger, hey, thanks for putting my Jeff video on your channel. Yeah, she was very happy about that. So it was very cool. The Everything Channel, the Ultimate Birds. Oh, the Ultimate Birds Cursing compilation? Yes, please. I hope I don't get popped for this. Oh, duh. It helps if you unmute it, you jackass. All right. Spoiler alert. This is birds cursing. This might be a not safe for work sort of setup. I don't know what any of these birds are going to say. I do not endorse the word of any of these birds. But that being said.
You want to see my pecker?
That was very beautifully timed. Who did that? Who did the... I don't have the... Why do the alerts not show on there? Holy Jesus.
Come on, you can say.
All right, so that's me. That's my bird. Alrighty, I'm going to put it on there. That's my bird. If I had a bird.
You can say other things apart from swear words. Stop cursing and speaking French.
Fuck off, you twat. Cut you off. Shut up. You stupid rabbit. Cut. What fat bastard?
I know I'm a fat bastard.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're frustrated.
He's gonna come sit by his...
That's crazy.
Try to pet him.
No, no, we got the big head beacon over there.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
What the fuck? No.
The British accent. The British accent is fun. Lab Glass, thank you for the pecker and the 50 bits and the turtle sticker. We appreciate that very, very much. For the 100 bits. That is super awesome. All that stuff going forward to our goal. We have a compilation of these things.
Mushroom dance. Whatever could it mean?
Now Scruffy just slapped a mushroom. Now we're 100 bits away from launching a hype train. That's Danger Will Robinson, I guess, is the best way to word that. Oh boy, let's watch Birds Curse. Because I don't know about you guys, but it's a Friday. Let's have fun. Let's watch Birds Curse. I've got some other. If you want to do some stories, I've got stories. I've got a Florida man.
Guess what?
Well, I guess not. We're gonna do the
I
hype
got
train
a
with
fever.
birds cursing.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies, everyone's aboard on the 809. Here comes the train, and here comes driver 10-2. Wah-hey! Here it comes, here it comes, here comes the train today. Here comes the train!
I missed the pop. Damn it. All right, thank you, Lab Glass, for that. Thank you, Anonymous, for gifting a subscription. We are now at 53% of the way through level 1 of the hype train. And roll on that cowbell.
Lizard, 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 lizard.
Oh, it didn't say who the sub went to. It's still saying we don't have anyone to give it to yet. Okay, and so the fart sticker. Thank you for the 100 bits and the fart sticker. Let's close that there. Okay. Now we're just getting assaulted with stickers, which awesome. Thank you very much. We have also have the birds cursing, and I have to do a run with the doctor, and it looks like possibly 2, so we have to get one out of the way because we have 30 minutes left in the program. This is the weirdest time, but since a bunch of these have been from Lab Glass as well as Scruffy, thank you very much, Scruffy. I'd like to say our studio sponsor this month is Lab Glass's butt breathing classes. Now, when you want to learn to breathe through your butt, you want a professional. You want a trained teacher. You want someone who knows the business. So that's why we suggest Lab Glass's butt breathing classes. It's a breath of fresh ass. All right, Lab Glass, thank you for playing the one more in the 125 bits. We have again.
Whoa.
And Scruffy.
Whoa.
All right, I have to hit play on this because they're 85% to level 2, which means I have to do one run on the dock right now, and then we'll let birds curse for a minute and see how well I can take a run for the dock on that. All right. African greys live 80 years.
Look at all the wieners.
That can't be real. That can't be real.
Do you love me?
Fuck off.
That is kind of fun. Fuck off. All right, that hype train there is at, how much time do we have left? 40 seconds left, 92%. I'll load the doctor up again if we have to. Okay, just run this vid and watch Twitch bits the rest of the show. I mean, it's not bad. We were doing the Twitch bits. It was fun, and we're at, 92%. So, yeah, was the plan. I don't know about the rest of the show.
Did I? You're not a fucking legend at all. Did
Guess
you
what?
I have the sound
I
drop.
got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
All right. The anonymous gifter gave that sub to Dahata. And let me roll on Cowbell and Bird Collector. And Dahata, each getting gifted subs from Anonymous and from Labglass. Thank you very much. Cowbell coming in. Hey-o. If I end up moving into an apartment complex, that's going to be it's going to be a very interesting conversation that we're going to have about the hours of cowbell operation that I will have to just have people be aware that are a thing and why it's a thing. And yeah, that's going to get fun. All right. Anyways, thank you, Labglass, for gifting that sub. Now we have 4 minutes for level 2 of the hype train, which means I do need to reload the doctor shit. All right. So say, look at all the wieners. Say, look at all the wieners, says Wild Saffron. Ah, Rusty, yes, I was the one who taught her the N-word, too. She switched, and then when Grandma got back home, she kept repeating it until it was, oh, no. You guys have birds? That's great. I'm not keeping up with the Rumble chat anywhere near fast enough. So there's that. Hey, thanks. Last time I went over there is my daughter's grandson's house. Who was it? Indiana summer today. It's been great outside. Wish it could have been outside, not working. Grandma told me Bird was coming home, and it was like 45 degrees outside. Oh.
Ring, 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 banana phone.
Thank you for the 100 bits, Lab Glass. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Digger, I got good news today for Alberta's independence and the Alaska-Alberta train and pipeline deal. Oh, so that's going well. It's your emotional support cowbell, right? That's what I'm going to tell them. It's the emotional support cowbell, in which I said I signify the emotional and economic support So it's emotional and economic. Although maybe I shouldn't include them into that. They might start demanding a cut. And I can't afford to cut people in on the cowbell. It was a donation from, God dang it. Not Fallen the Great. I think Fallen the Great donated to cowbell. Speaking of which, haven't seen Fallen the Great in a while. I think he might have fallen off to a greater things. But yes, so I got to get the level 2 hype train. It's at 26%. Thank you so much. That's going to keep chipping away our goal, which is on Black Friday. So we're kind of coming up against the end of the month. Thank you all for supporting this little tiny program. We have a few bits of birds cursing, which was donated to us by Digger. Thank you. Tell them it's your service cowbell. Yeah, it's my handy capable cowbell is what it is. You're absolutely right, Arch Magnus Tim. Just make the cowbell a sound drop at that point. I mean, I could. Was more of a thing where I used to do the ringing of it, and we had it as just it's more fun. What do you want from me? Let's go to this. All right, so here we go. Run on the dock for the level 2 train. 1 minute left if you want to get in on that. 26% of the way through level 2. Thank you so much for the support. Let's hear some more birds curse while I attempt to do this.
The dog? No, you're not a fucking legend.
Fuck hell. Fuck hell. Fuck hell. Fuck hell. Fuck hell.
Attempting to do that to birds. I shouldn't have attempted to do that while that one. He kept saying it. He just kept saying it. Might as well call it 420. That's all there was for 420. I'm not doing a 420. There's no 420 run today. I'm completely boomed. Hi, Twitchers. How do I drippo the hippo sound thing? You need to use bits for that. But because you're a fan of the show and you contribute in person, I can try and get you drippo the hippo. Lab Glass with a Moodang sticker for 100 bits. Thank you very much. Wait, did Johnny find a place to live? No, but we've got movement on that hopefully that'll be happening in the near future, and I'm trying to get out of here. I just trying to move out of here so I'm not in the way. Holy balls, that one. Why did I try to do that while a bird was cursing? I'm so dumb. Should have known better. All right, I'm here. What did I miss? Well,
fuck off.
Mostly that. A lot of that recently. We did a bunch of stories on stuff. One of the big takeaways: your deceased loved ones can now be resurrected through AI. Holy God. I was stupid enough to think I could do a freshly set up run on the doctor, a second one, while a bird kept saying, fuck you. And I was wrong. So pushed myself a bit far. LOLs, cheers, Labby. Yes, thank you, Labby. Thank you very much. Digger, use the fuck off one. Here, I'll show you how. I mean, why? It's getting difficult for me to talk. It's nice having Digger here for a change. Well, she can't always do all three, so okay. Let's go to this first one. Dang it, I'm trying to just stop coughing for a second. A Florida let's do the Florida man story that we have.
I plead
Florida man forces his way into a school and pulls the fire alarm, according to deputies. So, what's he guilty of? Let's go to this.
Plead not guilty. I will take this case to trial.
Wesley Session was in court just a day after walking into Meadowbrook Middle School. Orange County Public Schools said a staff member initially thought he was a student, so she cracked the door to the office and he walked past her. Once inside, the staff member realized he was an adult and began asking him questions. That's when they say he pulled a fire alarm. After that, the sheriff's office says Sessions tried to open the doors to the student courtyard, but they were locked. In a statement, the district said the school was placed on a brief secure as law enforcement and the school administration handled the situation, and that Session didn't have access to any other parts of the campus. But students were still shaken up by the incident.
Does it concern you that this guy was able to get inside and they thought he was a student, but they find out he's a 32-year-old man?
A little bit. He's charged with trespassing on school grounds, false alarm of fire, burglary, and several other charges, but maintained his innocence, telling a judge he will take this case to trial.
I will include Orange County Sheriff's Office, Orlando Police Department, EOC, and Aspire Health in this case.
The district also tells us that the employee who let Session into the building will be spoken to and instructed to not let anyone in the building before they take off any hoods or coverings that they may be wearing.
So he got in because he was wearing a hoodie. You let... Well, they all wear hoodies, sir. So what the heck is the point? Is that Mikey? I don't know. That might be Mikey. But RP, this is in Florida. This is in Florida. I never met Mikey, so I wouldn't be sure. God, I need to shave. You know what I need to do this weekend for sure? I need to shave. This is uncomfortable as all get up. But that rap sheet doesn't sound too far off. But I never met the guy. I've only heard secondhand stuff. Again, why go into the school? What are you gonna? And then pulled the fire alarm to what? Like run from the cops? I don't know. Good luck taking that up with the court and everybody involved. I'm pretty sure they've got surveillance footage of you entering the school. That's all they need. Case shut. Alrighty, Fruit Loop says Bad Dazzer, possibly a bit nutty on the outset at the very least. Landmine, something else you missed earlier. We talked about the deceased loved ones being AIs. That was pretty crazy. We also we did a video. You missed a fun video of rats hunting bats, or a rat hunting bats. So that's the other thing you missed. Okay, so I have one other thing that I want to play a video that I want to do here before we move on. Again, we're all the way funded into Black Friday, so all of the stuff we just did on the hype train and everything is going to cut down towards all of that. So we're doing great for all of that stuff, and we'll be obviously doing a Black Friday show. I've never played or never raced like go-karts. I've driven a few times. But I did not realize go-kart, like, kart racing was a thing. I'm pretty sure that my daughter's going to be one of these people. Uh-oh.
It's like you're going really fast and you're like 2 inches off the ground.
This is Tom. He's 12 years old and will be representing Team UK at the karting grand finals in Bahrain. Although his home life on a farm in Lincolnshire is very different, he says it helps with his karting.
It's quite peaceful and it's hard work. I normally help out with the sheep. It like builds my muscles up, which will help me in the go-kart. This year it was mostly every weekend. I'm looking forward to it all week.
How expensive is this? This looks awesome. I'd love to be able to put my kid through this kind of stuff.
Win most of the time.
And for when he's not on the track during the week, Tom practices with a karting simulator at home.
It's quite realistic and it helps me quite a bit with braking, like in the wet with the wheel spin.
Tom came 5th in the British Championships, which automatically qualifies him for
This
the
seems
World
so
Championship
dangerous to
in
do for your kids, man. These guys are whipping. Or, hear me out, don't let anyone in while it's during operations hours. I mean, yeah, dude, AP, if we want to keep the guy out. More honking assholes than the Canadian bird. I've got too many chats going over to Lewis Hamilton started off karting. Damn, I thought rodeo was expensive. I mean, just again, I'd be terrified that my kid's gonna like fly out of this thing and hurt themselves. They don't look like they're going slow. Like what? Let's go back here. Like this camera.
In the wet with the wheel spin.
These
Tom
kids
came
are not
fifth
going
in
slow.
the British Championships, which automatically qualifies him for the World Championship in Bahrain. And he's got some big plans after that.
Yeah, most of the Formula One grid started in karting and they won the World Finals multiple times. I just need to do the same and hopefully I can get to the same level.
Dude, yeah, again, I'm terrified to let my child do something like that. No, cancel. Cancel! I don't want you to play stories. It's not a simulator. He's just playing Forza 1 video game to train. I mean, maybe he has a steering wheel? I don't know, man. All I'm saying is I saw that and I immediately thought of my daughter and how she would totally love to do something like that. And I'm like, yep, that's where it'll... She already liked a couple of... She liked Roadster Racers and some other crazy shit. So it's kind of thing. What's their top speed? I don't know. I didn't look that up. Not no goat is worth that much money. Brian is asking what Digger's doing. I don't know why. And then Saints are saying, oh, no help, sheep, shagger, sheep, shag. Okay. St. Caesar taking that one personally. Is there a thing between country folk and city folk? I don't know. Is it because of the storm right now? You seem agitated, son. What's going on? We have 15 minutes left in the show. Kind of up against the wall here. Let's see what else. We're up. We're burning. Let's see if there's any breaking news to report. So that's the thing. We didn't want to do a whole bunch of serious stuff. We went through all the other things. And now we're up against the frickin' wall with nothing to do. Shit. Okay, community pushes back under a new name. Nope, ICE defunded 80s dance party. There are 7 men playing women's hockey in Minnesota. Oh, no. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Redux has learned that there's at least 7 trans-identified men playing hockey. Why does it have to be in Minnesota? Why does it have to be in Minnesota? As of 2024, one A-level team had at least 4 male players competing with and against women, with 2 of those same players registered again on the 2025-26 roster. Robbins apparently benefited from having male players and secured a standing of second place in last year's season of the A3 division. Why is Minnesota doing that? First women's team to vocalize opposition was Kelly Grotting, who said she decided to take a stand after she and other female players began to realize there were men in the women's category. Yeah, dude, no offense, but that's... Oh, dear Lord. I wish I didn't find that a joke because of the Welsh sheep shagging, Johnny. See, this is what I'm not in on. I'm not from there, St. Caesar, so I've never shagged some sheep. With the amount of realism and laser scan tracks in video games, most racers today train on simulators. You learn the tracks. I have Nuremberg memorized. You have Nürburgring, not Nuremberg. I have Nuremberg memorized. What simulator are you doing? Uh-oh. See if does it count if I have fake things memorized? I don't know if that counts. Oh, dear Lord. I wish I didn't find that out. My life would have been happier without that. I really could have done without that. Oh, my Lord. Assetto Corsa. What's an Assetto? I'm assuming that's a real place. The F1 sims are very expensive, 100K plus. So yeah, I'm sure his sim is probably just he has a computer with a steering wheel. That's probably it. Kart racing is how F1 drivers get their license normal. I think he means how F1 drivers get their license normally. Otherwise, how would you go about getting your license? Can't you just like find if you have a rich family, like can't you just compete? How else would you do it? Let's go look for some of these. Let's see if we can find some of these kart races. To look at. I was talking about how the speed bothers me. Let's see if we can find some videos and find some stuff. Kart racing. Oh, the POV of a kart race. Okay. All right, this music's a little much. We're going to take the music part out because I don't know what music you're using. Okay. Does it ever say the speed? This doesn't look slow. This does not look slow. Like, look at this thing. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, no. And these also look like adults. This doesn't look like a kid. Yeah, I don't know, man. That was a kid that was doing the other one. These don't look like, no offense, these don't look like kids. I could be wrong. Well, never mind. That one kind of looks like a kid. That one up there kind of looks like a kid. So never mind. They could be children. It's a bit much, though. That's all I'm saying. Start throwing blue turtle shells. Banana peels, blue turtle shells. You got to pick up the coins. I want my daughter to let me play Mario Kart with her so bad. So bad. When I move, it's going to have to be a thing. I'll be like, she'll have to bring it over because we'll be there. We'll have it like, she'll be overnight. DMN, that's fasty. Or damn, that's fasty. I think he means damn, that's fast. It's the Y threw me for a minute. Did he ask where the white women at? No, that bird did not do that. This is the same guy, Johnny. Which one for earlier? The birds? Bus driver Karen Yeats kid. The same guy.
Situation is hilarious.
All right, I don't know what this is. This is different. I don't know what the heck that is. I gave it a look. I'm sorry if I missed it earlier and it was relevant. I'm sorry I spaced that. It's been a day. We'll check to make sure we don't have any thank yous to go out. I'm obviously not doing a 420 if you were hoping for one. Sorry. I did the thing earlier and I'm completely done. This would be fun, more fun pod racing. Don't beat her on the first race, Johnny. I won't. She's actually really good. And I don't need to I just want to have fun. Plus, any number of crazy things could happen. I could screw up. It's not like it's perfect. I don't play Mario Kart when she's not around. And we haven't played Mario Kart back and forth, taking turns in a long time. So who knows? I knew a place where you could drive dune buggies on a track. That sounds fun. I got to drive go-karts on a track when I was in Mesquite, Nevada once. And it was fun out there. It was a fun little course. It was a fun thing we got to do. But I've never really gotten to do a lot of racing stuff. That would be fun to get to just drive buggies. That'd be crazy. I made the mistake with a friend and I beat him at FIFA 10-0 years ago. Hasn't played me since. Well, then you're just being a dick, 10-0. How hard? It's soccer, man. How hard do you got to stack the goal? If you want something interesting, here's a 2v10 email match. I don't know what that means. What do you mean a 2 versus 10 email match? I don't know what that means. I was watching the racing thing, the POV racing thing for a minute, just to see it. But that obviously seems like an older person. I don't know if their channel's a thing, so I don't want to play too much of that. I'll get in trouble. We'll make sure we didn't get in trouble for anything else. We'll check all of these things right now. All right, let's go to this, go to that. Make sure we don't have any thank yous to throw out. Seems like we're good. And pretty sure we're good. All right, good. We've been riding the old tracks 7 days a week. I'll check this clip again, but like we'll see where this goes. What the heck is this? I don't know that I can play this. This seems like this might be a professional fight. I don't know that I can play their stuff. So I don't want to get in trouble. But the WWE games, my friend squashes me like I'm jumping Jeff Farmer. Well, then it's fair. Then you have your thing, he has his. So then he just switches it up. Like then the two of you need to quit bitching. Like the fact that you need me to explain this to you is ridiculous. I learned a long, long, long time ago when I destroyed my entire family. And I don't mean like one person and then another. I mean like in succession. I put down in succession in one sitting, not even just one day, one sitting. I put down my dad, my older sister, my younger sister, my other younger sister, and my brother. My mom didn't play video games. She wouldn't do it. In Mortal Kombat, like old school Mortal Kombat, I did the whole freaking pack. And after that, nobody would play that game with me. To this day, still, nobody would ever play that game with me. With Soul Calibur, by the time I played Soul Calibur, I learned that to be a good, like, in my opinion, a good fight game player, you need to be able to play to the level of your opponent. Otherwise, you're just showing off. If you have to, like, if they can't move, you're a dick. Like, if they're not a threat, you shouldn't have to beat the crap out of them. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Deal was the winner. Okay. I don't know what that is. You got me mad now. Right. That's pretty much the way of the jumping Jeff Farmer thing. But like I said, I took out the whole family, my dad included. Nobody would do Mortal Kombat with me anymore. It's because, and I'll admit this, it's because I got stun locky with the teleport punch. Scorpion has a really nice teleport punch, and it's fun, and it's easy to do. Fighting games where you could win by knocking them off the stage to win, to me, seemed lame. No, you can fight getting knocked off the stage. You can... People always want to knock me off the stage. I play with that as my strategy in mind. I use it to bait people off the stage. They push me, and I just twist out of the way and let them go. But I also played Nightmare and Siegfried. I loved my big swords, the big two-hander swords. Plus, Nightmare had that crazy... You know what? I shouldn't go into this. This isn't for public sharing on why I thought Nightmare was cool. But, yeah, so Nightmare was my big fighter in that. And, yeah, you can play plenty of rings where the stage is blocked off or that's bigger. I mean... Unlimited stage. What are you, a baby? Why are you killing women in Mortal Kombat, you misogynistic bastard? I'm not killing women in Mortal Kombat. I was defeating my sisters when they played me in Mortal Kombat. it was a thing. Have a good weekend, everyone. Take care. Time to watch some college football. Thank you, Wild Saffron. Thank you for being part of the show. I don't know if Digger's still here to also say goodbye. If she is, she will. But thank you for being here as well. I just cracked my back. I'm going to have to pop out of here pretty soon, which is why I don't really want to jump into anything else. I've got to get out of here. I got a busy weekend of stuff to get done. Let's see. I liked Tekken, SF, and Mortal Kombat. Could never get into Soul Calibur. Yeah, you know, everyone has their own thing, man. I loved Mortal Kombat. Never really got into Tekken. Really loved Soul Calibur. What do you want from me? Anyways, we're gonna get out of here. We'll be back Monday with the Steel Toe Show, and then this show for 3 days, and then just this program while we going. We'll have Digger, of course, back on Monday, and we're already ahead. We'll see where we land on that goal on Black Friday. Yeah. Thank you all so very much. Have a great weekend. Be safe. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. You know the deal. Thank you all. Take it easy.
Hey world, what should we do? All the jokes have become the news. Take the black pill they're prescribed.